Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
You know, due to this pandemic and all that stuff, it's unfortunate that they can't be out there, but we still have to do our job regardless if we have fans or no fans. But we will love them out there, but if they can, we still got to go out there and do our job.
Next question is from Rod Walker. Rod?
Hey, Marcus, my first question, I wanted to ask you, what's it sort of been like just working with Malcolm Jenkins?
Oh, it's been good. Just being able to learn new things, just being able to learn, getting more knowledge about the game. You can never stop learning. Picking up new things, new traits, new skills. So he's obviously came in and gave us that leadership role already. So it's been good working with him right now, and just look forward to continue working with them.
I had a follow-up question. I want to ask you about the face shield. Have you used it, and if so, what do you think about it?
I haven't actually used it, but there's no comment on that really. I haven't used it, so I couldn't tell you how it is.
What about any of your teammates? Have they sort of given you feedback on what they think about it?
I actually haven't seen anybody wear it, but
okay.
So I can't really comment.
Next question is from Nick Underhill. Nick?
Yeah, when you have two corners as good as Marshawn and Jenkins, Janoris Jenkins, does it change anything about the way you do your job, the way you see the field? Can you wait longer? Is there any difference when you have two guys that good?
I think it's just about that extra knowledge of the game. They bring experience to the game, and then in our back end, and they do their job too at the highest level. So it takes some pressure off everybody around us, really, me included. So I mean, as long as they do their job, I can continue to do mine. It's not really changing what I do. I still have to do my job, and continue to be the best I can be, regardless of who's on the outside.
Is it like possible to take more risks or anything for you? Can you maybe like wait and try to jump something if you know like they're going to hold it down, if you have that confidence in them?
I've had confidence in every corner I've been playing with, so I don't think it's really going to change what I do. I'm just going to continue to do what I got to do, go get the ball, and
even
make those
PJ
plays.
Williams.
Next one is from JD.
Marcus, can you hear me?
Yes.
What are you looking to improve on to make yourself into the player you want to be?
I definitely have to improve on my tackling. I felt like last year was a down year. The few years before that, prior, I was doing well, and last year I kind of let off, and I shouldn't have. And I know I need to get better at that. I think that's one thing that will elevate my game and help everybody else around me. That's just my own personal opinion. I know you can see it on film, you can see it on there. It's not you can't be blind to it. I can't be blind to it. I know that's where I need to improve on, and I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm gonna go out there and do what I have to do. Work on that in practice. Work out on the walkthrough every single day. It's what I worked on in the offseason. So that's one area I feel like I need to improve on, and the film doesn't lie.
What were you able to do in the offseason? Because obviously you don't have any teammates around, and it's kind of isolated. So, did you have tackling dummies, or what were you able to do?
Actually, I had a trainer who was out there with me. Of course, we're being safe in that aspect to make sure we got tested and all those things. But we were out there. My trainer, Josh Mitchell, me and him were out there working on the field, tackling open field, just different little tackles that we could work on that are going to translate to the game.
What you been listening to? Who you been listening to, Marcus?
Luke Johnson. Luke.
Marcus, the last couple of years as a team, y'all have been one of the best in the NFL just in terms of turnover margin. A lot of that has to do with the offense not turning the ball over, but how big of a priority has that been for y'all, and how do you kind of assess where you've been there, and why is that number so high?
The ball is the number one important thing on the field. Having the ball, having control of the ball is the most important thing. So we go try to attack the ball and create takeaways. Our offense, you can see the last year they're not giving the ball away. So if they don't give the ball away and we take it away, our turn away and take away margin is going to be in the plus. So I think that's a area that we can continue to get better at. Just continue to take the ball away, and once you do that, you'll win games.
Where do you see your role in the defense and forcing turnovers, just as playing that kind of deep middle part?
Man, I just do what I've always been doing. Just go take the ball away, try to force turnovers, takeaways, interceptions, force fumbles, whatever I have to do. I'm hungry for the ball, and every single person around me on that defense is hungry for the ball, and we're attacking it. We're doing it in practice, and then it's going to translate to the field in the game day.
Next question is for Amy Just. Amy.
Hey, Marcus.
Here come Amy.
Team hotel, and if you are, what added bonus is that for y'all in just keeping everybody safe?
Right now, I'm currently not staying at the hotel, but I'm isolated in my own apartment, just 3 minutes away from here. So, but I know that the hotel is a pivotal thing that we're doing here. It's like a hotel bubble, keeping people away from all those outside distractions and other people trying to, the virus is around. So we have to make sure, we're all isolated in our own special way. So it's different. It's different, of course, this year. You can't really be around our teammates like that, but just having that bubble is really good.
With all the safety protocols, have you kind of gotten a sense of, how this training camp's going to work in terms of you getting better and working on your working to personally improve?
Yeah, we're out here now. We're getting tested. We're going through our safety protocols, and now it's just time to get better. We're all together. We're all, working to get better 1% every day. So I'm doing my part. The trainers doing their part. Staff, everybody is doing their part to make sure everyone's safe. And, we go in the training room, they're wiping down all the tables, weight room, wiping down all the equipment. So everybody's doing their part to keep us safe and just helping me be able to do my job and getting better, getting ready for the season.
Marcus Williams family. Good to see the family in the live stream. I thought it was fitting to start this live stream off. Who that to the black and gold family members in the building? Pardon my laughter. Who have you been listening to, Mr. Marcus Williams? Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack now. Who that to the beautiful black and gold chiming in on this one, man. Good to see y'all in the live stream. Much love to the black and gold family chiming in. Elite Goods, who that to your family. Good to see you. Derek, what up, D? Good to see you in the chat. Mr. Jerry, what's going on? Mr. Jerry, who that to you? GM Kev in the building. What up, fam? Good to see you as well. Big ups to the family. Sufayan chiming in from Paris. Good to see you there, family. Thank you for joining us for today. Kevin says, hey, Big Q, these teams playing poker out here, cashing in all the chips, going for the win. We bluffing. GM Kev, never at a loss for words and expressions as well. It's Poppy 504. Who there to your family? Good to see you in the live stream. Tori Shepard Sr. What up, Tori? Good to see your family as well. Dada. What up, Dada? Who there to your family? Iceman in the building as well. Drew Goddamn Breeze. Good to see you as well. He said the 2020 Saints must want more than ever. I can smell a dynasty. Jason King. Who there to you? Big ups to the family members chiming in the live stream as well. Thank you, Drew Goddamn Breeze, for your super chat. He says, LOL, he blocks PJ Williams from his mind. Y'all got to excuse my laughter early on, man. As, you know, it's quite funny. Revolt Control, who that to you, Revolt Control? Good to see you. Say, wow, he said tackling. He must be listening to the Sports Coma. Oh, man, we've been around for a minute, baby. I keep telling them they've been around for a minute. You think they not listening? You already seen a few of them shout us out. Trust me, they listening. Trust me, the coaches listening. Trust me, the trainers are listening. The people that do the paperwork in the business, in the building are listening because we have valid commentary, man. And that's what I'm saying. If you're a smart person and you're getting good advice or good information from someone and it's coming in a way where you can see what he's saying and say, man, that guy know what he's talking about. He's hitting on these guys because football is football and it is what it is. But, you know, it's not meant to make a Marcus Williams feel less than himself. This is to encourage him to uplift because if you don't see those errors and somebody else do, and if you're intelligent enough to then listen to the constructive criticism, because hence the word constructive, not destructive. Trust me, some people anyway, will know the difference between constructive and destructive criticism. Listen, because if somebody you respect or somebody is telling you the truth, you're really supposed to, it don't matter what they look like. If it's the truth, you're supposed to accept it. It does not matter what the messenger look like. The messenger can be a bum who just peed on himself several times over and sleeping under a bridge. If he get up out and then walk up to you and tell you something that's the truth, you ain't supposed to look at him and say, I can't take that because you look like what you look like. No, of course not. If it's the truth, you're supposed to take it. A smart person would anyway. But it's good to know, and like I've been saying for a while, family, is that we know our team and we know football, you know. GM Kev says, why were you picking in the backfield at Kirk Cousins while Patrick Robinson was getting cooked over there? Thank you, Who That for Life. Chris Fields, thank you, family, from donating. He says, if Marcus Williams become a better tackler, I'm taking my clothes off and dancing on the White House lawn. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate your family. Thank you for your super chat, and that's pretty good. Appreciate that. And Jim Kev says, why were you peeking in the backfield at Kirk Cousins while Patrick Robinson was getting cooked over there? I know, and that's the problem with Marcus Williams, but at least he understands the problem. For him to come out and say that is huge, because most of the times they'll pretend like, yeah, we working on it and all this kind of stuff over here. They wouldn't say it. They wouldn't say it, even though you know they're supposed to do it. Like Coach Aaron Glenn, the secondary coach, was talking about Marcus Williams getting better. What else could he get better at if not for his tackling? You don't think that they know that he's a poor-ass tackler? The scouting reports tell you that when you drafted the guy, you thought, well, we could teach him how to tackle. That's easy. But the fact that he throws himself, rolls himself up against ankles, hit and doesn't wrap, that was telling. This is his 4th year, man. This is year 4. Year 4, we went through 3 years of ridiculousness. Imagine if Marcus Williams could tackle from day one. We would have never have to deal with the Minnesota Miracle, because he was the piece. Even though it was a dumbass call by the defensive coordinator, he was the centerpiece back there. Had he just made the tackle, we would have been in the NFC Championship game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Would have hemmed their asses up and went on to the Super Bowl against them Patriots. Then would have defended the crown the following year, as we'd have took a knockout pill on them stinking Rams if they would have made it. So, like I'm saying, man, it's an intelligence thing. We've been here for too long, especially Pat. That's what I'm saying. You have to look at the IQ of players, because PJ Williams is not a guy that pays attention. His attention wanders, because sometimes it's head in the game, sometimes it's not. You've been in the system for far too long to be so prone to errors, not knowing what you're supposed to do, not knowing what the coverage is looking like. You're not paying attention like you're supposed to. And that's a shame, because you got guys on that team that make it their business to be great, the greatest football player they can be. Drew Brees, Cam Jordan, Mike Thomas, Elvin Kamara, Marshawn Lattimore, Demario Davis. Those are the top 5 right there. How dare you sit next to those men and don't copy their stuff? And I don't think PJ dumb. I just think that he's a guy that he's a guy that's not paying the correct amount of attention, is what I'm saying. James Van Court, who that to you, James? He says, "What's good, Big Q? Hey, Sean Payton was short the defense and put Band-Aids on wounds, but when it's offense, he do backflips to get what he wants. Why is that? Drew, the last ride, go get Clowney." Especially when the Cowboys jumped ahead of you and got Everson Griffin for $6 million. Isn't that amazing? Wasn't that just peachy? Wasn't that peachy? We doing a show and I'm having fun last night. Then I get some dumb news like that the Cowboys inked Everson Griffin to a 1-year deal worth $6 million. And then people sit there and say, Q, we don't have no money. Even though the Saints sitting at $7-8 million right now. And he got paid just as much as your backup ass offensive lineman, Nick Easton. He got paid. Matter of fact, I think Easton making more money than Everson Griffin is. How do you explain that? But no, Q, it's not about that. It's about the fact that it was all Larry Warford's fault. That's why the Saints got rid of him. I'm like, damn, y'all believe everything everybody tell you? We got to critical think this stuff, man. Sean Payton was full of bunk on that move. You can't put Larry Warford out there. Larry Warford made $7 million. If you really wanted money like that, all you had to do was get rid of Nick Easton, who they have several backups that's super cheap and are better than he is at that position. Not to mention James Hurts, who making $1 million or so, is also can play the guard position. So why is Nick Easton still here? Why is he here? Who that to you? Thank you once again there, Chris Fields. Appreciate you, fam. He says, love him to death, but his tackling needs some work. 4 years, mind you. 4 years. This guy been here for 4 years and has been part of some terrible stuff. It is not just poor tackling. That's not all his problem is. He goes brain neutral. Do people know what brain neutral is? He goes brain neutral to some gun just. What happened? That's how it is. He be playing, be running it. What I miss? And just imagine that. He goes just brain neutral. Grain neutral. Neutral. Hold on here, family. My other monitor went out here. Give me just a second. He just goes neutral. He out there playing, he looking at. That's what problem I have with Marcus Williams, man. That's the problem I have with Marcus Williams. That is the problem. And what do I mean by he goes gray neutral? What happened with the George Kittle's move? Huh? What part of sensible was that? What part of sensible was, even though you're a poor tackler, what part of the game is to close your eyes? Okay, let's do this together. Close your eyes. put your head down, and literally launch yourself blindly, and you the last line of defense. I mean, he just grade neutral on your ass. I mean, just at the wrong time. Just no. Just don't work. It just don't work. But I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, let's hope the kid get it right, man. Because we have some terrible stuff. I can't do nothing but laugh about it, man. You know, because the laughter stop your ass from crying. Who that to you, family? Travis 504, good to see you. Sport Talk 365, what's good, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Tramal, what up, Tramal? Good to see you there, fam. Sport Talk, PJ need Adderall. I think he having a little problems there paying attention, bro. You've been in the same system for 4+ years, and you still getting burned like toast? Huh? You still, even if you don't have the most speed out there, you at this point should still know where to be on the field for plays, whether you're playing zone or man-to-man. You're supposed to know where to be. There is no excuse for that. You can't say that the guy was cute. He's been through several different coordinators, and it's hard to get him. He's been in the same system for 4 years, at least Dennis Allen's system for 4 years. How do you explain that? And I'm jumping from PJ to him because Marcus Williams said he trusts all the cornerbacks he played with. The question is, do they trust your ass, and do you trust PJ Williams? Most people don't. I know I don't. I'm saying I hope and pray that the top 3 cornerbacks, Laddie Daddy, Jack Rabbit, and CD Deuce, stay healthy the entire season, all the way through the Super Bowl. That's because if something happened, man, do you not understand what kind of trouble you in? You are in trouble of epic proportions. All right, now we're gonna talk about this today. We started the broadcast off with Marcus Williams talking about his tackle deficiencies, and I got to give the kid credit because he's recognizing that, and it takes a pretty big person to come out and say that, even though you've recognized some of the most terrible plays that you've seen from Marcus Williams. Game-stopping plays or pivotal plays that could have won the game in your favor, or versus other situations where, you know, you will watch him like have opportunity to blow up quarterbacks. Like last year, he had a chance to really destroy Deshaun Watson at the goal line, in the same exact similar situation with Dak Prescott. Both of those guys, he could have literally destroyed them. And some linemen will pay for that opportunity to get a clear shot at a quarterback, and you chasing them down the goal, and then you pull up and don't do nothing. It's just like knowing it's like we got to teach you how to tackle. Listen, that's something as a defender you're supposed to know how to do. And it's not like he's like a 50% tackler. He makes plays. If you watch him, it's like he gets confused on which type of tackle he should use to bring the person down. Seriously. He'll go into, I don't know when to use my shoulder. I don't know. No, it's instinctual. It's almost like saying when we had Aaron Brooks here years ago, that Aaron Brooks was a guy, he didn't have no leadership ability. You cannot put a guy that's not a leader at the quarterback position. You can't do it. I remember they saying Aaron Brooks in the offseason went to leadership school. Did y'all remember that? I know Uncle Paulie remember it, and the rest of the great Saint Think Tank historians remember when Aaron Brooks went to leadership school one summer. And I said that the guy's not a leader. If you don't have a leader at the QB position, your team ain't going nowhere. And it showed that it was the truth. Even though he put up decent numbers, the team ain't go nowhere. I say that to say is that just like leadership, just like tackling is instinctive. That's something you can get better at. Let's say if you're a person, you naturally have those instincts. But this kid, he been doing this for a very long time. If you go back and look at his tape when he was at Utah, he did not know what type of tackle to use. And sometimes he would run into the defender at his peril. He would run into the defender. Instead of leading with the momentum to deplete the guy, he would literally run into him and the dude would run over him. He would misjudge it. I'm saying a lot of this is instinctive. Hopefully he picks up because we got good instructors there. But, man, this is telling. This is 4 years, and I've been saying this, man. And I'm glad the kid and the rest of them listening to the Sports Coma. Listen, Marcus, bro, we with you, man. We with you. We've been with you since that terrible last Minnesota Miracle game. We've been with you since that terrible game last year against San Francisco when you grabbed George Kittle's face mask for 10 yards, forcing the referee to call the flag for 15, which put their kicker closer to a chip shot, which ultimately went with the Saints winning the game. I hate to bring that up, but we talking about Marcus Williams getting better here. Hit and rap, Marcus. Hit and rap, Marcus. And, it's just, that's something instinctive. I played linebacker, and I'm telling you, tackling is instinctive, man. Most of the people out here that play football know I'm telling the truth. It's instinctive. When you know what you're going to do, whether I'm going to hit you with this, I'm coming down with the shoulder on you, whether I'm wrapping or tackling, whatever I'm going to do is instinctive. And it's like you ain't thinking about what kind of play what kind of hit you going to put on the dude. When you coming, you just know you coming. And when you get there, it's almost like freestyling. You see what I'm saying? It's like freestyling. And that's what happened. So hopefully this kid gets it, man. But that's really telling to me. 4 years here in a Saints uniform, and he's just starting to talk about, I must be a better tackler. That's very dangerous, family. I'm just going to let you know that, because it's not like he's the linebacker in the second layer of the defense. The poor kid is a safety back there, the last line of defense. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You would want to have your best tacklers back there. Just telling you. Just like I've been telling you, like I've been telling you. Anyway, let's keep it moving, family. Once again, inevitable who that T says DeMario and Cam are guys we can at least afford to lose the injury. Jermaine Scobie. What up, Jermaine? Good to see your family in the chat. GM Kev says NFL.com is elevating over Dallas defensive line right now. It could have been you. It could have been you. It could have been us. It could have been us, especially for $6 million. You say, Q, we ain't have no $6 million. Get rid of Nick Easton. He cost you $6 million, even though you thought it was Larry Warford was the problem, huh? We needed to free up the money, Q. Oh, we really did? So you cut him and save, $7 million? And then you got a backup that's $6 million. You get rid of the worst guy, not the best one. I'm just saying, man. What are we talking here, Anyway, let's keep it going, man. Who that to the rest of the family members? Crass. Who that to you, Crass? Good to see your family. He said you shouldn't have to teach fundamentals of tackling. 3+ years. That Crass, man. That Crass dude is something else, man. That dude is a smart dude, man. That's a smart dude. He said you shouldn't have to teach fundamentals of tackling on a 3+ year second round draft pick selection. If Marcus does not succeed with Jenkins in his hip pocket this season, find his replacement in the draft. I am very nervous right now about Marcus Williams. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the kid will be better at tackling, but I think it's more than tackling. I says instinct. I talked about Gray turning off. Your Gray have to be turning off at key moments if you the Minnesota Miracle and the play against Kittles. The play, and I'm like looking at the play. Y'all remember a few shows ago, I don't know, probably more than a few shows ago, but remember when the 49ers did that Be a Saint and Wear a Mask or whatever it is? And I was playing that footage when they showed him grabbing Kittles' mask and holding it for 10 yards, forcing the referee to throw. And then I slowed it down and showed y'all pictures of the people on the sideline, the Saints coaches, looking like, man, what are you doing? And I was just like, man, I'm getting upset again. Let me get off of that, man. That's what I said on the show. I was like, man, looking at it, how do you explain doing that? How? Why? It's got to be a reason. Why would you do that? Why? Why didn't you if you can't tackle, you're not supposed to tackle that big guy above his shoulders. Thank you, Drew. Drew goddamn Breeze. He said Marcus Williams been choking since 2017. Thank you, fam. Thank you for your super chat. But my question is, why would you do that, Marcus? Why? I don't know. I was bored. Man. And the hits just keep on coming, don't they? I don't know, man. Thank you for that, Crash. That was well saying. Drew goddamn Breeze. Appreciate that super chat, too. Who that for life? Hashtag who that for life. Chris Fields says, I remember Marcus Dove tackled one time at Goodwin, wide receiver from Bucks, and wind up chop blocking Lattimore. He bent, man. That's what I'm saying. What are you doing? That is really problematic. I've been saying that. And it's more than just him not knowing what he's doing. I'm telling y'all, family, it's a mental component to this here. It's something not right here. Then they talk about he's a ball hawk. What good is having a ball hawk when you cannot rely on your last line of defense safety? Him getting interceptions is fine and making a few tackles in there, and he'll be third or fourth, sometimes second, third, or fourth in tackles on the team, which means he's getting in there and he is running to the guys, bumping them down and all this kind of stuff. But the reason why I'm hard on Marcus about tackling is because he's a safety. He has to be one of your best tacklers. If he's not, you're going to suffer back there like we've been suffering for years. The Minnesota Miracle should have never happened. It should have never happened, bro. Neither the 49er played and several dozen more like it. I'm just keeping it real. But I ain't going to hang on the kid, man. He trying to get it right, and it take a lot of courage for him to come out and admit that I got to learn how to tackle better. I got to work on my tackling. And he coming into his fourth and final year, man. What have you been doing since you've been here? What have you been doing since you've been here? And you know what? I can't even get mad at Marcus Williams. I got to get on that goddamn coach. That's why I told Peyton, take that card out of your face and give it to the Pete Carmichael and pay attention to your goddamn team. Pay attention to your team. Because had Peyton not had his face stuck in the play sheet and gave it to the offensive coordinator that he panned with the same namesake, then he could focus on Marcus and several other players who need help with their method. So we could talk about Marcus all we want, but where the blame come on top of Peyton's head is the big question. Why is it taking to year 4 before this is coming out? This is 4 years. This man's going to his 4th year. You know, come on now. All right, let's keep it going, man. Jason says, Jason King, who that's in Marcus is scared of contact, just like Traquan Smith. Plain and simple. How about that? That's perfect. But how could you be a safety scared of contact? How? How and why? You know, that's so many questions behind just that powerful statement. Thank you for that, Jason. But Traquan Smith is scared to go across the middle. He ain't made for that light. His eyes get bigger than spaceship saucers. His eyes get bigger than spaceships. And he come around there, his eyes up. Oh, it's almost like he running right into the Bigfoot with his teeth bared. It's almost like the boogeyman hiding in there. The three-eyed monster creature from the Black Lagoon is hiding in the center of the field, and Traquan Smith, I won't go over there. He looked like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy-Doo when they see a ghost. Let's get out of here, Scoob. Oh, my goodness. I'm having too much fun. Let's cut this out. Let's keep it going, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jason, for them good words, man. That was really, I got to give it to you, man. You right on the money with that. Big time. Iceman says, still understand why we didn't try to get Griffin. Man, I know, bro. I know it's staying, bro, because the Cowboys are serious. And don't forget, they got Everson Griffin next to DeMarcus Lawrence. They got Gerald McCoy there. And then they got Crawford there, as well as those fast linebackers, Vanderlei and Smith. They made their secondary better. And their defensive coordinator is Mike Nolan, your former linebacker coach. How you love that? Plus Mike Holmgren as their coach, who's reworking their playbook. And then they got Lamb down there to go along with Amani. You hear me? And everybody's healthy. I'm not saying we scared of the Cowgirls. All I'm saying is sometimes, listen, Everson Griffin sticks to the Saints because of what Sean Payton did to this offensive line. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to move into the chat. Then we're going to play Jared Cook's interview. I got him tuned up. Then we're going to exert the chat. B Jizzle. Thank you, B Jizzle. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate all the super chats tonight. Much love to the family members, man. Thank y'all. Trust me, you know I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna take that and stretch it out and make it work for the platform. So I appreciate y'all, family, for y'all donations. Much love to you. Much love to my YouTube members and my Patreon champions. I'm gonna grow this platform, bro. That's what we about here. That's the cold part about the game, though, man. When you sit here and think about it, is that the Saints refought. Now look, follow me on this one, family. Follow me on this here. Reason why I'm so hardcore on Everson Griffin, not so much to Davion Clowney, is because many things. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Mark Dykes. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Thank y'all. I appreciate the super chats, family. I really do. I tell you, we dump it all back into the platform, family. We really do. The great thing about, well, not so much. I'm going to hold the great thing commentary until I see what I got to say. What's really telling about this offseason was the fact that the surprising thing that the Saints did to you during the draft. Because truthfully, they didn't have to make that move with Larry Warford. They didn't have to do that. I'm not saying it was a bad move by getting Ruiz, because I like Ruiz. I think he's a good move. But the reason why they did that was, according to Sean Payton, and trust me, I'm not making this up, I played the damn interviews on the show why he was doing what he doing before, when he did it. Then after when they got rid of him during the draft, when the move was made to get Ruiz, remember the draft shows, go back and look them up. The draft shows I covered it. Matter of fact, we was doing, I think, the show while the draft was going. We had the live stream going while the draft was going. And people's like, oh, Q, he got a center, man, what the hell? And I was like, hold on, family, let's see what the rationale is, because this Ruiz guy is pretty good. It's surprising, yes, but let's see what the rationale is here. Because you're thinking that, okay, you got a guy that's a 3-time Pro Bowler, you got a deal worked out where you're going to accrue some draft picks, because you did it during the draft. You say, okay, they must have a deal lined up where they're going to shoot Larry Warford for draft picks and then put that into the draft or move him to get a future pick or to get a player that can help the team right now. None of that happened. And the reason why that's not really the thing I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on what created that. What created that was the fact that Sean Payton said that the offensive line, the interior offensive line, let the team down, that they were awful in the Minnesota Vikings playoff game. Well, why were they awful? Huh? Why were they awful? You want to know why they were awful? Because Everson Griffin and Danielle Hunter was giving the Saints work. That's why. And it wasn't just, oh, Q, they did it because he moved inside. No, you better go look at that tape again. Everson Griffin was coming inside, lining up inside, putting pain on him. And it wasn't the fact that he did get to Drew, and he did sack Drew a couple of times. They got to him several times in that game. But the pressure of the fact that he was getting through, forcing Drew to be uncomfortable, even to the point where he was disrupting the run. He was not only disrupting the pass, but if you look at the footage, you can see Everson Griffin was disrupting the run as well. And then you can look at it. Matter of fact, recent memory, yesterday's show, remember I kept playing the segment over and over again when we covered it that Everson Griffin was sacking Drew? That wasn't from the interior. He came off the edge. He came off the edge and beat Larry Warford, who swung to try to get him, but then he pushed him back, and Drew, instead of stepping up behind Larry Warford, stepped out into his possession. And I kept spinning it over and over again. People say, why do you keep spinning it? Because I was trying to make a point. It's the reason why there was the move to tear the entire interior lineup, which means to move Warford off the team, put McCoy at right guard, put center Ruiz there, was because of Everson Griffin and Danielle Hunter. But if you watch the tape, Everson Griffin was showing up big. He was giving Teron Armstead the blues. He was giving Ryan Ramczyk the blues. He was giving the Saints interior linemen the blues as well. That's what he was giving them, the blues. And that, if you think, okay, well, Q, that's just one game, that's not the case. Go back in the 9 or 10 something years that Everson Griffin, I think he's been in the league for 11 years. Go back all the time since he's been in the league, when the Saints played the Vikings, how Everson Griffin, what kind of games he had against the Saints. Every time Everson Griffin played the Saints, he gave them hell. Every time. And that was before the emergence of Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter took 3 or 4 years before he became what he became. He just didn't go up there and just became there because he was raw and unrefined when he came out of LSU. He had to learn to be what that was. So while he was over there missing games and learning, Everson Griffin was in there kicking ass, taking names against the Saints. Matter of fact, in my recollection, in my Saints brand, I can't recall to you one person that's been more detrimental to the Saints' success as opposing defender than Everson Griffin. He's at the top of my list as the #1 disruptive defensive player that the Saints ever had to deal with because he was constantly getting in there, roughing up Drew Brees, getting tackling guys in the backfield and putting pain on their ass all the time. Now, the cool part about it is you recognize him, Sean Payton, that Everson Griffin was responsible for you and how bad you look interiorly. You changed your interior line exclusively because of him and Hunter. More him than Hunter. Change the line. And the point I'm making is that guy that's been that disruptive, that you have more film playing against him than you ever did of Jadeveon Clowney. You know what happens? This guy sits out here the entire free agency period, and instead of saying, man, that guy used to tear our ass up, and we really could use a defensive end, it wasn't like they was not looking at this man. It wasn't like they weren't looking at this man, bro. You hear me? It wasn't like they wasn't looking. They were looking at a starting level defensive end. That's why they had the conversation with Jadeveon Clowney. Why would you talk to Clowney, who's perceived as, that's not my perception, but as they say, the #1 defensive edge rusher or player in the free agency cycle? I don't say that way. I said it was Griffin. This guy wanted $12 or $15 million for 1 year service. For 1 year, 15. And I'm saying, listen, man, if you want that, if you even interested in the edge rusher, why are you looking at Jadeveon Clowney? If you interested, talk to Jadeveon, but then go talk to the guy behind him to find out where he is. They didn't even call his phone. And don't hit and miss me with that crap about Q. They just don't like him and it's personal. That's bull crap. If you that kind of person, you don't deserve to be a head coach over this goddamn team. I don't care if it's if you like him or lump him. The fact is, do he get the job done? And Griffin got the job done. 75.5 sacks over going into his 11th year this year. 75 sacks. Cam overall has about 87 sacks. So this dude has 75 sacks and he's credible. People say he got a mental issue. People, let me tell you something, man. Most of them dudes are crazy, are batshit crazy. Most of them crazy. They throw it off. Yeah, he a little throw it off. You know why he throw it off? Because a lot of them taking that stuff. And they overly aggressive and it throws them off. Y'all know that. Y'all know it. Come on now. Let's not be children about this here thing. When you hear stuff like what Ray Rice did to his woman, which was dead wrong, but people negate the fact that they own that stuff to compete. Come on now. What does it do to you? We going to keep it real on the Sports Coma because that's how we do. We ain't going to put on blinders here. So every time I hear something like that, I say he ain't in control of himself. That stuff got them overly aggressive. Huh? Come on now. Let's talk that real, man. Let's talk that real. Well, you former athletes out there, you know what time it is out here. So listen, man, the bottom line is there is no excuse for that. Not only did this guy tear you up to the point where you changed your interior offensive line, but you also let him be out there all that time. And then a slap in the face is that he signed with one of your rivals, the Dallas Cowgirls, for $6 million. $6 million. You paying Nick Easton $6 million right now. Nick freaking Easton, the backup offensive lineman that you got. That ain't even that good. You got him off a knee-jerk reaction last year because of Max Unger's retiring. Then when you moved up to the second round, high in the second round, you moved up to get McCoy. McCoy took the job. It's been a wrap ever since. But you got Will Clapp there. You got Patrick Omame there. You got Hurst there. You got, who else you got there? You got Cam Tom there. All these guys can play the guard position, and they making significantly less money than Nick Easton. But it's all about money. Let's get rid of Larry Walford, but we need the money, but keep Nick Easton. Come on, what sense that make? But he with the Cowboys now. And you should see these podcasts with these Cowgirl fans. They cutting up. And that could have been you And you know you needed that guy because you don't know what Davenport going to do. Just like you don't know what Alex Anzaloni going to do. But you get insurance for Anzaloni with Nigel Bradham, but you don't go get insurance for Davenport. And then with some idiots can say, well, Q, they got Margus Hunt for insurance. Man, get out of here, man. Margus Hunt. No disrespect to Margus Hunt, but Margus Hunt couldn't go nowhere and start, man. He couldn't go nowhere and start nowhere. None of them guys off the back, the reserves from the Saints, can go anywhere and start anywhere else. It's a significant drop, and I'm not being hard on Granderson, on Hendrickson, on Margus Hunt, or any one of those dudes. I'm keeping it real with you. The real is you got to have guys that's going to take. It's not like Davenport don't have an injury history. This is commonsensical. It's not like he doesn't have an injury history. The kid has been injured since he was drafted injured. The Saints didn't tell you that, but right after he was drafted, a day later he had surgery on his hand. Remember that? He didn't play most of the camp until he was cleared to play. Then he started playing a little bit. He picked up another injury. And then the thing is, we know you're going to get bumped up because it's physical, but when he gets hurt, they take him out for the whole year. Gone. Sit him down. You want a return on the investment. Let me tell you something, bro. If you put that man out there and he ain't work and he gets hurt again, this can mess up his psyche. This can damage him. That's why I say he should be brung along slow, because you put him in there before and it ain't work. He was the first year he was down here, he was Okafor's backup. Okafor couldn't stay healthy. He got in there and then he still got hurt as a backup. So you say, okay, he good now. You put him in that next year, bam, he gets hurt. He gets 6 sacks. That's true. But that's not enough. We need his production opposite of Cam, because if Davenport was there opposite of Cam, Cam would have had 20 sacks last year. And the playoff game against the Vikings would have looked a lot different. Remember, when Davenport got hurt, Cam got hurt too and played with injury all the way into the season. Did we know Cam was hurt? Y'all didn't know Mike Thomas had a broken hand or Cam had an issue with his groin. We didn't know that until after the season was over with. It wasn't on anybody's list anywhere. And I'm just rolling out and documenting that they're being real deceptive with their reporting. And they're going to get in trouble if they don't stop that, because that's a rule against that. They didn't report Mike's broken hand that he broke in that game. Thank you, Verlin. Appreciate you. They didn't report on Cam having that injury. He played the whole rest of the whole month and then the playoffs, and then later on revealed that he had that issue. Man, come on, man. I'm saying we need insurance, bro. Bottom line, we need insurance. Jerry Porson, man, I hate George Kittle. Jerry says everything went all well last night, and that sour news came. I know, bro. That's what the bad part is, that the Cowboys got him, and they got him for $6 million, the same amount of money you paying Nick Easton, who ain't worth nothing. He ain't worth $6 million. I ain't gonna say he ain't worth nothing, but he ain't worth no $6 million. Y'all know that. Ray Long, who that T, said, what up, Q? I see some sources saying Onyemata will start over Rankins, but if Rankins is healthy, he should start, right? I don't know, bro. Remember, he coming off injury. And I think, remember last time the Saints put Rankins in there and he played well, he rehabbed and was ready early. And I don't think they're going to make a problem with that. If I say start Onyemata over Rankins and then work Rankins in there slow. The same way they should be doing Davenport. It's the same way they should be dealing with Rankins, working him behind David Onyemata, because there is no drop there. So I would agree with them, bro. I would put Onyemata and Brown together. Rankins backs him up because you won't bring him in that slow dealing with that injury. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate that. He says, Q, I'm pissed Griffin signed with the MF Dallas. I know, Dada. I know, bro. We've been after him and pushing this to this for I don't know how long to go and get Everson Griffin. $6 million, bro. And this other guy talking about 15. How could you sit? How could you justify not getting them? $6 million, but you look at Clowney for 15, seriously? And right out the gate, you mean to tell me you're going to go get Benny Fowler, but not look at Everson Griffin? And Griffin fits an immediate need. He provides insurance for an injury-prone young defensive lineman who you are counting on next year to produce big. If he fails, you will fail because we need his production. We cannot go without Davenport's production, y'all. Y'all know that and I know it because if he gets hurt, there is nothing behind him. There is nobody behind him that plays as well as he do, and it's a big drop. It's a big drop from behind him. Y'all know and I know it's a major drop from Davenport to the replacements. Trey Hendrickson is always hurt. He's more hurt than Davenport. You don't know what you're getting in Marcus Hunt, who's a tweener, who plays tackle and defensive end. You don't know what you're getting from him. Then Carl Granderson, a lot of people like Grant. He's still a question mark. We don't know what Carl Granderson could do. But I'm saying, are you willing to put your season on these guys to cover you if something happened to Davenport, a player who has that history? Do you trust those guys that much? And you're going to say, no, I don't, Q. I like them, but I don't trust them that much. That's why I'm having issues. Well, I've been saying this, bro. This ain't nothing new. Jasper Bowden, who that to you, fam? I'll see you. Appreciate the question, Ray. Ray Long, who that to you? Slade Smith says, damn Cowboys stole our guy for super cheap. Damn. $6 million. $6 million. And people going to sit there and say, Q, he costs too much money. And say that to you. And right now the Saints have just south of $8 million on their book. Oh, we going to hold it for Elvin Kamara. They're not worrying about no Elvin Kamara right now. You see most teams giving extensions out to their players. Kels got a big extension today. Kittle's got the biggest contract for a tight end in the league, and they had an offensive lineman from Buffalo got paid today. The Saints ain't paying nobody else. You trying to collect on this year's Super Bowl. There is no excuse for not getting Everson Griffin for 1 year for $6 million. For $6 million, that is unreal. And then you can't say, well, Sean Payton wasn't looking at him. They were well aware who Everson Griffin was because he was the reason why they refitted their offensive line from interiorly. He was the reason why they went with Cesar Ruiz and moved McCoy to the guard position. It was because of what Everson Griffin did to them in the playoffs. So they can't tell me that they was not aware of Everson Griffin being a free agent. They know. Now, whether it's personal or not, that makes no difference to me because this business is all about results. I don't give a damn if you like that man or not. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. He said Dallas signed the pass rusher last year from Miami, and this year, Griffin, what the hell going on in front office? That's true. I didn't even want to think about that, Dada. But you're absolutely right, bro. They beat the Saints last year to get what's his name that went up to Chicago. The kid that went to Chicago. Y'all remind me of the kid name again, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He got a big fat contract with the Chicago Bears, but the Cowboys out traded the Saints to get him from Miami. Robert Quinn, thank you. They get Quinn from Miami, outbidded the Saints to get Quinn, who the Saints wanted now. You know, they wanted Quinn, but after they didn't get Quinn, Sean Payton didn't do a goddamn thing else to even try to find somebody even close to the type of dude that was. Could you imagine what your defense would have looked like last year if you'd had Robert Quinn on it? I mean, seriously, man. Seriously. Why are we not learning this lesson about these players? I'm not being hard on Trey Hendrickson. I'm speaking about what these guys have given me. I'm not telling you get insurance for Demario Davis or get insurance for or anybody, Mike Thomas. I'm not telling you that. Why? Because these guys are known to be on the field of play consistently. But you have a very pivotal situation. The pass rusher, the backup pass rusher, well, he ain't even that. The starting end, if he goes down, you were supposed to cycle 3 defensive linemen in there anyway. The defensive pass rusher, the third pass rusher is a real position. It's almost like it's the same as the slot corner position for the defensive line. It is very important that you get a guy that is really good who's the third pass rusher, because if something happens to Cam or Davenport, that guy slides right into the position. Or if they're all healthy, he makes your NASCAR package even that much great. Imagine what the Saints defensive line looked with Robert Quinn in it last year, or with Everson Griffin this year, and it would slide Davenport to a role similar to what Sheldon Rankins will play as a backup to Onyemata, where he played limited snaps until he can work his way back into good shape. That's where we are with Davenport. How was that good for Sheldon Rankins, but that logic don't spin for Davenport, who has an equal, if not worse, injury history than Rankins. I would say worse because he was injured in college. $6 million is hard pill for me to swallow, man. It really is. And they're going to sit up here in Permanence. They're going to sit here just like this and say, oh, we fine. We fine, and the house around them falling down. That's what delusion gets you. That's what delusion and hard head ass people get you. Hard head make a soft ass. Y'all know that term. All right, let me get through this chat, family. Let me get through this chat right here. I'm gonna get through here and then I'm gonna spin Drew Holiday. I mean Jared Cook. I mean, don't Cook look like Drew Holiday? I mean, he looked like Drew Holiday big brother, man, from the West Coast. That dude looked just like Drew Holiday without the braids, man. I'll tell you, man. I was like, man, what the hell is that, Drew Holiday? Oh, man. All right, let's get through here. JT said, God bless your family. Tori and the rest of the family. All right, JT, good to see you. Jasper, who that? Says, man, we ball. When the ball is thrown deep on us late in the game, my blood pressure goes up through the roof. Oh, man. Dallas Allen. Dallas says, hold on here. Jumped on me, fam. Okay, who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Let's see what else we got there. Dallas says, okay, just giving a shout out. Slade Smith says, since Sean Payton missed out on Griffin, maybe some of Payton's stupidity rubbed off on Williams. Oh, man. Sport Talk says Joe Flacco wasn't the leader with Baltimore, all Ray Lewis. Louis Lombard. What up, Louis? Good to see you, family. Who that from Who That Nation Cali chapter. Good to see you in the chat, man. Good to see you. Say finally caught the live show on the day off. Good to see you in the chat, bro. Jason says, bro, thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it, bro. He said Greg Williams said he want Clay and Clowney on his defense in Seattle. Man, I tell you, man, you need playmakers, man. And it's just, we'll see, bro. We'll see. A lot of people making moves. The Saints going to literally seriously sit there and not try to get another edge rusher and another veteran cornerback. And you let go Dietrich Nichols, by the way. Dietrich Nichols signed with the Miami Dolphins today. So Taylor Stallworth signed with the Colts, and Dietrich Nichols signed with the Dolphins today. Just to let you know now. Jason says, bro, as soon as I saw Winston was wearing number 2, I immediately thought of Aaron M.F. Brooks. I hope that don't rub off on him, man. He a lot better than that clown. Who that for life? Chris Field says the CGJ helmet call was BS. I know, bro. That was some BS. Them referees suck, man. JT says you are what you put on the field and tape Q. I looked at the college tape Q. Pull it up. I know, JT. We on the same page, my brother. Jerry says Marcus Williams still hurt my feelings. All that man had to do was tackle instead of getting penalized with his head on. With his head down. I got you, Jerry. I got you. Iceman says, how we get on Marcus Williams, man? LOL. How we get on him? Oh, my good. The thing, how we get on. This episode is named after Marcus Williams, bro. It's called Saints Safety. Marcus Williams says he's working on being a better tackler. That's the cusp of the show. It's him saying that he need to work on being a better tackler in year 4. You don't think that's valid enough to talk about? That's why I was like, man, I got to fire this one up, brother. We got to fire this one up. Jared says Saints should trade Easton. I don't know anybody who want him. I appreciate that too, Drew. I appreciate all my super chats, man. Thank y'all very much, man. I appreciate y'all. Lee Wood, who that Lee? From Manila, from the Philippines. Lee chiming in. Good to see you, fam. He says the best Marcus Williams can do for the Saints is to be playing for an opponent. Tackling is taught in junior high. Wham. Oh, man. That's funny and true. True, and some of the best ones are. But thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. Please hit the like button, family. Please hit the like button and subscribe. 985 Live, who that, bro? He says, Marcus, stop whiffing. Oh, man. He said, I got to be a better tackler. That's what I thought. I was like, this sucker here talking about all this whiffery. That's what I was thinking, bro. I ain't going to even lie to you. Bro. That's what came right out of my head. Whiffery. Smokeless YT, who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Ramsey Walls, what up to you, family? I see you as well. Big ups to you. He says, Q, I'm finally cool again. Got my air conditioner fixed. More power to you, Ramsey. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you nice and cool, bro. Big ups to you. JT says, Q, every time they played Minnesota, Griffin had a good game. Now, every LT or RT have problems with a DE, and Terron problem is Griffin. It sure is, bro. You ain't never lying on that one, bro. Tramal said, I think Sean Payton going to be a problem this year with his play call. All right, Jasper said, Big Marcus Williams was a wide receiver turned into a safety. Slade says, I'm living North Louisiana. If we take a L from the Cowboys, I'll never hear the end of it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's cowgirl territory up there, man. For a very long time when the Saints was stinking up the joint, a lot of people just ran with the winning team, and that's sad. Tro Blewett, what up, Tro? Good to see you. Michael Rios, I see you, Michael. Who that to you in the chat as well. Jeremiah Smith, good to see your family as well. Who that to you? Good to see y'all in the chat. Big Smoke Dog. What up, Smoke? Good to see Smoke in the building as well. Mr. Boombastic. Who that to you, family? Good to see you as well. All right. Jasper, okay, I read that one already. I'm working my way down. Ramp says, okay, I read it. But Smoker says, who that? Everson also had 71 total QB pressures. The fact we let a guy like him slide is unbelievable. Thank you, fam. I appreciate that. And you're absolutely right, homie. That is absolutely ridiculous. And 6 million kills me. I'm telling you, it floors me every time. Jason says, calm down, Q. Nick Easton ain't worth it. Where the rev at, bro? Keep it real, dog. Oh, Nick Easton ain't worth it, man. You damn sure right, bro. You ain't. Wayne Brady, who that to you, Wayne? Good to see your family as well. Much love to the family. Trey says, Demario Davis not being a middle linebacker really bothers me. He deserves to be the signal caller and leader of the defense for what he did when Drew was down. That is something I talked about it on the last couple of shows about them switching, putting Alex Anzaloni at the middle linebacker position, which to me didn't make no sense because the middle linebacker supposed to know the defense. And I'm not saying Alex doesn't, because I think he does, but I don't think he knows it better than Demario Davis because of the fact that Demario Davis was never missed a game as a Saint and knows that defense inside and out. There is no better linebacker on this team than Demario Davis. Demario should be the middle linebacker, but I was like, why isn't he? And I was thinking, man, because they might be looking at him not being here next year. If they're looking at Alex Anzaloni, playing, and he's younger, they might want to go to the young guy. Then you got to throw the Zach Bowen card in there too. So I mean, they'll be hard pressed to find a leader like Demario Davis. They better be careful about that. Thank you, Dada. Appreciate that, bro. Super Chase says, I unfollow Griffin on IG. Screw that. Don't be too hard on him, Dada. Don't be too hard on him. Marcus Williams said, I hear y'all talking about me, LOL. We not the show named after you, Marcus. Yeah, we talking about you, bro. All right, Kevin, he says, guess what? Greg Williams won't clown in Clay in Seattle. Oh, boy, Q, I got you, bro. Sport Talk says they better start Big O. He just got paid. Yep. Marcus says, hey, guys, I tried hard, but tackling not my thing. Y'all hurt my feelings. Troy Thompson, who that to you, family? Donovan, what up? Donovan Grayson. 6 million. Donovan says 6 million. Wow. That's it, bro. That's hard to digest, bro. Wayne said, damn, Big Q need a drink. Bro, I'm hot like the whole Who Dat Nation, bro, is hot. I'm hot because you let Everson Griffin not only get out of your grasp, but to go to the Cowgirls. To go to them. We don't want to help them better. For 6 million, bro, that would have gave us the step we need. The extra little additive. They're going to sit there like, we good. Everybody's straight. We did this, man. I've seen this rerun already. I seen this goddamn movie. I don't want to see it no more. All right, let's keep it going. Dad, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the chat. Okay, good to see my son in the chat as well. Adrian in the building. Who that, Adrian? Much love to you. Good to see you in the chat. Derek says, Marcus, we keep it real in here. If you soft serve, then it's not a place for you. All right, Derek letting them know, huh? All right, family. Please hit the like button as I'm getting down the stream. Jamal say, Marcus, when you about to get cut next year? Like I said, bro, we give a man a chance, man. He might be able to learn, but dude, I can't really get on him for that. You can blame him to a degree, but really that's on the coach. And I ain't talking about just Aaron Glenn. I'm talking about Sean Payton. That's really on Payton. Because you don't put a safety back there if he can't tackle that well. Your safeties are supposed to be some of the best tacklers on your team. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Kevin says, Jim Cassie, once again, thank you for your super chat, Kev. Greg Williams said he want Clay and Clowney on defense in Seattle. He got Jamal Adams. Wow. He building something over there, man. Jamal Adams for a couple of first-round picks and a former starter is not a bad move. And they can get a few guys cheap. So, man, they're doing it, you know. Heavy C. Henderson, who that to you? Heavy C says Big Q went 13-3 last year. Don't be so hard on the Saints. I'm not being hard on them, Heavy C. Listen, I still say the Saints are 12-4, 13-3. But listen, me and you both know I'm talking about insurance right now, bro. I'm not talking about the talent of the team. I'm talking about insurance. The Saints got Nigel Bradham as an insurance policy for Kiko Alonso and slick side for Alex Anzaloni because he's known to not play entire seasons. Well, Davenport is the same way. Davenport hasn't completed a full season. He's going to his third year. He hadn't played a full season. The man just had not played. So it's hard for me to say that he's going to play this year. I can be optimistic all I want. I can go out here and drive on the interstate and be optimistic that nobody going to run into me. But most of the time, it's not your fault. If somebody run into you, you could be doing everything you're supposed to do. And then somebody on their phone not paying attention, then run in the back of you. Be like, man, I ain't do nothing. That's how it is. Sometimes it ain't your fault. And that's what I'm saying in terms of the injury. So to brace for that, you need somebody that can not only maintain a consistent pass rush that's used to the pressure that's used to the playoffs, that's a leader. Griffin fits the mold. That's all I'm saying. I'm not being hard on the Saints. I'm saying that I know where the weaknesses are, and you not paying attention to the weaknesses. Just like we kept talking about Marcus Williams with these whiffing issues. I was the one that kept saying this dude's whiffing all over the place. I was saying that. And I was like, man, look how he tried to tackle that guy. Look how he did this. Look how he did that. And then I was like, I went and looked up his scouting report, started looking deep into his footage, and really got an eye for it. Like, man, sometimes he looks like he knows what he's doing, and sometimes he get confused of what kind of tackle he gonna do. And then it looks unnatural when he makes and I was like, man, this could be problematic. I'm not saying the kid can't learn to tackle, because that's something you're supposed to been undid, and that's really instinctive. But I'm not being hard on him, Heavy C. I'm saying where's your insurance, bro? That's all I'm saying. Where's the insurance? And I'm going to tell you two more things. We need insurance for Davenport, and we need insurance for whatever the fourth spot is behind Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, my man, C.D. Deuce or whatever, the Jackrabbit, and also the other guy, Marshawn Lattimore. We need insurance. That's all I'm saying. I ain't being hard on him. Thank you, Tragic. Appreciate you, bro. Tragic 504. He said if the Saints get to Super Bowl, Allen will get a head coach's job. Aaron Glenn will become a DC. Remember, the Saints hired a new DB assistant, coaching, grooming. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. That's interesting. That is very interesting. All right, let's keep it going, family. I'm going to get through this chat right here. Marcus says, LOL, Big Q, open the phone line. Gajil Sessions, what up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. All right, let's keep it going now. Big ups to the family. Good to see you. Darrell Freeman, what up, Darrell? How you doing, fam? Because I know you was going to get in on Marcus once he said that. You seen me smiling. He was like, oh, y'all know it. I played the interview. You heard me in the background. Who you been listening to, Marcus? You damn sure ain't been listening to the coach. Somebody been telling, man, this dude talking about I can't tackle. He's like, man, you really can't. Oh, man, he said Big Q part comedian, but I tell you what, man, he know that football. He ain't going to throw you out there. He going to tell you that real deal Holyfield, and that's absolutely true. You know, I'm going to give you that real deal. I'm going to tell you that real deal. Okay, who that to you? Good to see you, Javier. He says, can barely hear Q. I don't know, Javier, how you can't hear me, man? Anybody else having problems hearing me? Please let me know. Javier says he can barely hear. Darrell, okay, Phoebe, who that to you? Phoebe says, who you rather start, Marcus or DJ Swearinger? We're going to start Marcus. I want to start Marcus Williams because I want to see what development he's made. Because he has all of the reps. Let's see what the kid can do. You know, let's see what he can do. In his final year, he got the pressure of being in his final year. Get it. Let's see what Marcus can do. He got Malcolm Jenkins next to him. He said Malcolm is helping him. So let's see what the kid can do. You know, let's see what he can do with Jenkins' instruction and then work on his tackling. Stuff like I said, if he just works on the tackling and learn how to tackle and hit, like I said, if he was a nasty hitter, he can get a reputation because he got the size. He just don't have the mentality. Seemed like a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? And you need a little anger. You got to have a little madness in your heart if you're going to play the safety position, because you got to take stuff personal when guys catch passes in your area. That's your house. You know, and you hit the guy, don't help him up, man. Let him stay there. Let his goddamn teammate help him up. That's how the coach taught me. You remember I helped the guy up after I depleted him. He said, what you did that for? I was like, just being a good team. He said, don't you ever help them people up. I said, well, coach, he said, let his teammate help his ass up. You get on over there back to the defensive huddle. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, coach. Let his goddamn teammate help his ass up. He said, let the referee help him up. You don't help him up. I'm trying to be a good sport, coach. No, he said, oh, no, that ain't for what you doing. Your job is to knock him down, not to pick him up, right? I said, you right, coach. The coach was right. I was like, yeah, you knock him down, let him pick him up. Okay, I got you, coach. I got you. You ain't never had that problem with me again. All right, good. Just I haven't heard my mom cuss in 20 years to Marcus whiffed on that tackle. A lot of people did. 985 Live says Marcus said he wants to call in tonight. Q. I guess we're gonna let Marcus call in, man. I'm gonna play an interview for Jared Cook. Hold on, Marcus. Just hold on. I gotta get you an interview. As soon as I play some Jared Cook, get a breakdown. After that, then I open up the phone line for Marcus Williams to time in. Really wasn't trying to do a call-in show, but since Marcus wants to defend his name, I gotta let the man defend his name. So right after we play, I get through the rest of this on this chat and play some Jared Cook. I'm gonna let Marcus Williams call in and defend his name. Smoke Dog. He says, how you think the Saints will perform in the first game? I think they'll do good, bro. I think we'll be fine, man. We ready for this, bro. This season, we are focused. Bro, listen. Remember this, like I was talking about the stuff that happened to Drew Brees. Remember when he said what he said and everybody was in uproar? Man, that's the thing of the past. And people were saying, man, it's over with. Our team ain't going to be the same. I said, listen, don't underestimate your locker room because this is not a regular locker room. What happened? They got back together and got stronger. If that could knock you on your ass, then nothing can. Listen to me. Listen to me on that. That was telling the way they absorbed that blow because they came with it. And they absorbed that blow, and not that they only absorbed that blow, but they came together. That and the C-19 stuff, see how proactive they was with the hotel thing. And Peyton's said that the team that adjusts to this situation will win. He said that. Not everybody, including the Cowgirls and other teams, are emulating the Saints in terms of doing the bubble science. We are trendsetters is what I'm saying. And I don't think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there'll be a good challenge for the Saints because it'll be, a lot of people think it'll be between them and us for the NFC crown, the NFC South crown. But the thing is, still in all, the Saints on a mission this year, man. They saying it's Drew last year, and they're going to be focused and determined to bust ass. So no doubt about it, I think the Saints definitely handle business. Kevin said that's a troll, bro. All right. Now, hey, I'm going to tell you something, Marcus. If you're a troll, bro, I got heavy-handed moderators, bro. They'll get your ass out of here quick. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Smoke Dog said, what'd you think about them turning up QB Stevens into a tight end. I think it works, bro. I think it'll work for him because that's what he was going to play anyway, the truth be told, bro. I mean, they give him the designation as a tight end. They give him the number 85, but he's still going to have the skill set of throwing the ball as a quarterback in certain packages. And the truth be told, what else he was going to be, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't be a wide receiver because he wasn't fast enough, and they have more talent there. So the ideal fit for him would probably, in my opinion, be it would be tight end. It couldn't be fullback because I don't think he has experience playing that. So I think it's the perfect position for him to play is tight end. So I'm not mad at that at all. I think that's actually a pretty smart thing to do, by the way. And maybe they can work him in some wide receiver packages because he is faster than a tight end. He can be problematic, man. Matter of fact, Josh Hill better watch out, man, because Troutman and this Stevens kid, you better watch out for those guys, man. They big athletic guys that are really intelligent. That Troutman kid is really smart, and that Thomas Stevens kid, he's really talented. And from what they're telling me, I've read reports on it that he's picking up pretty fast on what they're teaching him. So Josh Hill better watch out. We know Jared Cook gone after this year, and Troutman more than likely will take over. But those two guys are, man, watch out. Those guys are going to be real special in the Saints offense. Vernon Bailey Jr., who that tell you, say, just ready for some football. I know, bro. I know. 985s keep ringing that bell. Q Sean Payton be listening. I know, bro. We're going to keep on at it, bro. We got no choice, baby. We got no choice. Vernon Bailey says, so are we going to get Clowney? What's the word? No word on that, bro. The only thing I'm hearing from the Clowney perspective, and I did research before the show started, was that the Chiefs have interest in him. And I know you like the Chiefs. What are they doing? Bro, they doing some Mickey Mouse Loomis type stuff up there. But, you got the Chiefs are interested. The Titans are still interested. The Raiders are up in their interest as well. Derek, thank you for the Super Chat, family. Appreciate it. So that's what I'm hearing, bro. But nothing from the Saints. But then again, you didn't know the Cowboys. Well, there was some inkling, to be honest with you. They were the lesser team on the scale, because they went at Clowney, and then they did the smart thing, which was to go at the second man, which was Griffin, and it worked out. Instead of paying 12 to 15 for one dude, they paid 6 for one, and I think he better than Clowney at this stage of his career. But it's all gravy, bro. We got to keep marching on. Kevin says, now what? We got to get we about to get in Clowney or Clay, whoever. I still say they add somebody. We'll just have to wait, because I think some injuries are going to occur once these guys start hitting. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate your donation, bro. Thank you. Thank you to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all super chats, man. Thank y'all very much. Y'all know that, like I said, man, I dump all that right back into the platform, family. I really do. I put it back into the platform and everything, bro, Let's see. Okay, my son says he see another subscriber count. All right, thank you, son. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to get through this here. Jermaine says, damn, I get the thought out on my head. If Cam get hurt, who will step in? Jermaine, that's what I'm saying. Who do you have? And let me ask, because y'all know this team, just like I know this team. Who do you have if Cam gets hurt or Davenport gets hurt? Not saying I want that to happen, but this is that insurance thing again. That's why you have depth. You have depth for this situation. Just like insurance for Elvin Kamara is who? Ty Montgomery. Ty Montgomery is insurance for Elvin Kamara. He is, right? I'm just keeping it real with you, man. You got to have insurance. Just like last year when the Saints brought in Teddy Bridgewater, he was insurance for Drew Brees. Even our best players need insurance. We got really good insurance policies. We got cheap ass insurance. We got low grade insurance, man, behind them dudes. Because none of them guys have no considerable experience playing that force. You'd be like, well, Q, what about Zach Bourne? Zach Bourne's a rookie, fam. And he's a situational guy. You don't put him in there all the time. You put him in there when you're pass rushing. You don't put him in there when they running. He'll get swallowed up. If you don't believe me, go look at the tape from him when he was at Wisconsin. When he was in there, and instead of rushing the passer, they went to a run. Those linemen ate him up like he was a stack of cookies. Like he was a bunch of granola bars or something. Ate him up. He's not made for that. Now he did well sometimes, you know what I'm saying? He's small, it's about 6'3" or so, But those big guys at 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", tackles, when they get an opportunity to run against a speedy little guy, they get rid of him all the time. They love that, man. They love that. They love that. There ain't no way you can hide. When you can might have dip and go around me all you want, but when it's time to run, I'm coming at you, and what you gonna do? Huh? They win most of the time. That's all I'm saying. All right, Lee Wood says, can Sean hire Ed Reed to tutor Marcus Williams? That wouldn't be bad, because Ed Reed lives down. He's from Destrehan. That's just south, I don't say south of the city. That's west of the city. Maybe about what Destrehan is to New Orleans. Maybe like 15 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes west. West of the New Orleans, Destrehan. Yeah, he's from there, so, I wouldn't be bad against Ed Reed being around New Orleans, period. I love his mentality. I think he would be tremendous to be down there. That's a pretty damn good idea. Another one says, Sean Payton got to stop being so cheap and stop getting outbid, especially for premium defensive ends. Second time that the Cowboys got to somebody that we should have got to. It was Quinn the first time when we was beat out by trade with Miami. And now this time around, that dude sat out there for months on end. Months on end. They didn't even talk to him. 985 says, I've seen the paper at the hotel today, in USA Today paper, was saying teams should follow what the Saints are doing with the bubble. Oh, yeah, we just started something. Lee, who that says, can Sean Payton? Okay, I just read that one. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Derek, for your super chat as well. We got a rhino in there. But that was a rhino, Derek. Darrell says, can we let Josh Hill go now? No, not just yet. Let's hold on to him for a little bit. Just for this year. Jermaine says the Seahawks let go a cornerback for trying to sneak a female in the hotel. It was 2 of them, actually, Jermaine. They let go 2 of them for sneaking people, because they could have contaminated the whole little setup or whatever they was doing. They're not going to play that. They're not going to play. They should just suspended them for a few days. They ain't have to cut the people. But then again, it's however they handle it. Wayne said, bro, what's the Cash App again? The Cash App, bro, is $ the sports coma. $ the sports coma. $ the sports coma in lowercase letters. $ the sports coma. Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate it. All right, let's keep it going. We got a few more I won't get to. Kenny Sutton, who that, Kenny? What's going on, brother? How you feeling? All right, good to see you in the chat, my man. Bishop One Love. What up, Bishop One Love? He said, if they learn to block like Hill might be out of a job. I think Hill, that's interesting. He says, if Lattimore gets hurt, Lord. I know, bro. I'm telling you, man. Do you think Justin Hardy is a good insurance policy? He's your fifth back. He's your fifth defensive back. You can't put those young guys, those undrafted young guys in there yet, because it goes Marshawn Lattimore, Janoris Jenkins, C.D. Deuce, which is the band formerly known as Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. C.D. Deuce, the band formerly known, or the artist formerly known, like Prince. The artist formerly known as Prince. But C.D. Deuce, the artist formerly known as Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And then there's Patrick Robinson, oh Lord. And then there's P.J. Williams, Patrick Robinson above P.J. Williams, if they play him at the cornerback position. And then below that is Justin Hardy. Anything below the artist formerly known as Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is utterly just not a good thing for me. I know Vernon Bailey says, I think that's why you have to pull Clowney or Clay. Something got to go, bro. I'm hoping that they do. B Jizzle says, open the lines. Jermaine says, you're right, Q. We got cheap insurance at defensive end. Name somebody you confident with that can put in that work if them guys get hurt. I'm just saying, give it to me. Let me know. Y'all smart. Kenny says, chilling. Okay. Tori said, what's popping? The rest of the family. Kevin says, Ed Reed don't have a coaching job right now. I think he's doing something with Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. I know he a Hall of Famer. He got in the Hall, last year or the year before? And I think he has some type of advisory role with somebody. I remember he was doing something with Houston a while ago. I don't know where he is right now. But that wouldn't be a bad idea to go and get his services. He lives not too far from there. Kevin says, they mend defenses. Sean should give Ed Reed a job, bro. I think that would be a splendid idea, man. That would be a splendid idea to have Ed Reed, a Hall of Fame, one of the best safeties ever to do it, not named Ronnie Lott. I put Ed Reed up there with Ronnie Lott, even though Ronnie Lott's the greatest safety to me that ever played the game of football. Ronnie Lott, he's like the Deion Sanders of it, of the safety position, but Ed Reed is right next to him in my opinion. That's how high I got Ed Reed there. Ed Reed was intelligent, he was smart, he was ferocious, and he was durable. And he brought that no matter where he went. And I think he'll be a tremendous advantage for any coaching staff smart enough to put him on. He come from Destrehan. He about 15, 20 minutes from the Saints facility. He would be a good choice to help out as an assistant back there. You got this Corey, whatever is Robinson dude, who don't have nearly the reputation as an Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Corey, but I'm saying, man, he would say that, man, no disrespect you when you put me next to Ed Reed. All right. But I'm just saying that Ed Reed should have an assistant job like that, man. And he probably wouldn't want that much. He getting a check from the Hall of Fame, plus he wealthy. But to be back around football and you ain't too far from home, that's a match made in heaven, man. Excellent suggestion, family. Brandon Brady, who that to you, Brandon? Brandon, good to see you in the chat as well. Much love to you as well. Trey Hendrickson, LOL. Anthony Connerly says, Trey Hendrickson, I think he's the truth. Okay, Anthony says, who that to you, Anthony, by the way? Thank you for joining us, my friend. He liked Trey Hendrickson. So there you go. Bishop said Ed Reed advises the Hurricane. Okay, so he got a job. Okay, that's too bad. Maybe we can outbuy the him from Miami, you know what I'm saying? He might live out there. Matter of fact, that would seem like a good place for a rich man that retired at, right? To live in Miami, right? Wouldn't that be cool to be rich and to live in Miami? Oh, man, come on now. Shame on you, Q, thinking he's still living in Destrehan. Gajil says, if Shy Tuttle keeps his trajectory and Malcolm Roach does well, will Rankins be trade bait? I think Shy Tuttle, I think eventually, and I've said this before, I think Sheldon Rankins in this last year here. Whether he gets traded or the team simply keeps him on the roster for a deep playoff run, I think this is the last that we'll see of Sheldon Rankins, to keep it real with your family. I think it was a race between David Onyemata and him to get paid, and he fell short. Onyemata didn't. He got hurt. Onyemata didn't. He missed games. Onyemata didn't, except for one game for that weed box he ordered, and that was some bullshit that happened to him because of that garbage-ass commissioner. Pardon my French. Spanish, Portuguese, Congolese, Polynesian. All right, Kevin says, why didn't Sean give Vilma a job? He on television. Vilma on ESPN now. He don't want to hear. But then again, ain't going to be much of a college season, so that might be interesting. 985 Lot says, 9Q, he's going to let somebody pay Ed Reed $6 million. Okay. All right. Thank you, bro. Derek says, family, don't stop by. Thank you, Derek. Please check out the merch too, family. Link in the description section below. Got a lot of great merch, over 40 different pieces. Got a lot of stuff going on, man. We working over here. I tell you what. Got some really nice designs coming out for you, too. Coming soon, baby. Coming soon, baby. Really soon, baby. By the weekend, we'll have 2 brand new designs of shirts coming out. Really nice, man. Y'all going to really like it, man. It's really good. We're working on some hats and some other stuff. But like I said, man, we working over here, baby. We working. Working, baby. We working. All right, Jason says, Ronnie Lott is the legend of safeties. Dude cut his finger off and just play. Yeah! And went out there and still played. That dude, man, you cannot put nobody past him. Now, I like guys like Atwater, but when you talk about Ronnie Lott, he's the platinum standard, man. He's the gold standard of safeties. And I put Ed Reed up there with him. And that's a tough pinnacle to climb, man. Till, what up, Till? My dog Till in the building. Good to see you, Till. Congratulations, my man, on your anniversary with you and your wife, man. Congratulations, bro. How many years, bro? How many years was it? I seen it. I got your notification, bro. But I just wanted to say, if I ain't give, I don't know if my shout out came out to you, but I just wanted to wish you, let's wish Till, man, a happy anniversary to him and his wife, man. They're a lovely couple, man. They're great people, man. Till always in the building, showing some support, family. Let's give Till, a legend, man, a happy who that anniversary to him and his wife, man. Let's give it up to Till. Happy anniversary, brother. Good to you, man. Young people, bro, stand together, baby. Let's stay together, baby. Like old Martin used to say, old Marley Marl used to say, it feel good, don't it, baby? It feel good to have somebody that got you, huh? That got somebody that got you. Let's give it up to Till, man. Happy anniversary, my brother. Kevin says, bring Ronnie Lott back to the motivated speaker. Last time he did that, he won a thing. All right. Appreciate the family, man. Wish the young brother, man, Till, man. He a great dude, man. Till always in the building showing love. Happy anniversary to him and his wife, man. Much love to the family, man. How many years has it been, Till? Let me know, bro. Who that? Look, all the family members wishing them a happy anniversary. Big ups to you, fam. There it is. All right, fam. Let's keep it going now, man. Let me get into now this part of it, bro. You know, I played DeMarcus Williams a while ago. I got tuned up next. Drew Holiday. I said Drew Holiday. Well, let me explain to you why. Let me show you why I call the man Drew Holiday, bro. Let me show you why I call him why I say Drew Holiday. All right. Do you see this man? Don't this man look like Drew Holiday to y'all? What up, Drew? Man, what you doing, bro? You can't play two sports. Oh, man. Anyway, we're gonna play a little about to call the man Drew Holiday again. This is Jared Cook, man. Jared Cook thoughts on the team and training camp. Here we go.
What would have happened had we've been together the whole season, yourself and Drew?
There's still some plays on the film that haunt me, and of course we're still going back over those plays and running through them. But there's still plays that haunt me that I still wish I could have back. So it's still,
13 years. That's what's up,
Till.
Those,
talking
Who
to
that
them,
to you, baby?
Rapport,
y'all welcome,
on the
man.
same
Good
page.
deal.
Because it's a lot different when you're going through a season. You're on to the next week. You don't have a lot of time to just sit there and reflect. But now we have that time. So we're doing that. And, hopefully this season will be a lot different, being that me and Drew do have a full season together and more time. So, it's just working through those things and continually get better.
Our next question is from Luke Johnson. Luke?
Hey, Jared, kind of in that vein, is there a way for you to kind of carry that momentum from the way you ended last season into this season, or is it just all kind of starting from scratch?
Being that I was here last year, it's a lot easier than coming in fresh off the street. So now, Drew knows how I run routes. He knows the indicators that I give, and, that helps quite a bit in gaining rapport with your quarterback. So hopefully this year we're a few steps ahead than last year, and, we can pick up a lot better. We've kind of felt that so far in practice, and hopefully it just continues to get better. And once the game starts, it just continues to grow and hit a lot faster than last year.
Next question is from Sean Fazende. Sean?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, sorry about that. I guess similar to the previous question, what did you attribute that November and December to? I mean, you kind of exploded towards the back half of the season. What did you kind of attribute that to?
That's when you want to click, right? So you want to play your best ball in November going into December, especially when you're trying to get into the playoffs. And that's when we really needed it. And I feel like me and Drew just had that time to connect, that time to work, and that time to understand each other. After that bye week is when we really had to step it up from me and Drew's perspective, because I missed the 2 weeks before the bye week, and he missed those first 5. So coming off of the bye week, we knew we had to really push and catch up with the rest of the guys on the team that had already been playing in those games. So it's just continually to work on that and work through that.
Next question is from Amos Morale. Amos?
Yeah, Jared, you mentioned a few plays that still kind of haunt you from last season. Did that influence how you approached or attacked the off season as to what you looked to improve on?
Not necessarily. My work ethic is going to be my work ethic regardless of what happens. Now, what I do is I go back and learn from those plays on what I could have done different in the moment But when you're moving 100 miles an hour, it's a little difficult to evaluate that. So my work is always going to be my work. It's just how do I get better and continue to improve each year and improve now that I've had this offense under my belt for a year. I should be playing faster and improve and keep getting better as my second year in this offense.
Next question's from Catherine Terrell. Catherine?
Hey, Jared, I was wondering if you could elaborate more on those plays that y'all have been going over. Specifically, just what moments from last season are the ones that stand out the most, if you can share that with us?
It was a couple in the Atlanta game that me and Drew missed each other on. We already talked about those early this past week and kind of cleared the air. And it's just plays like that. It was one early in the Tampa Bay game where Teddy overthrew me. There was another one in the Seattle game. It's just continually going over plays and talking through them and making sure that you never make the same mistake twice. And how do you grow from last year into this year and continue with that same mentality of not making the same mistake? So it's just going over it, revisiting it. It sucks to revisit. That's like the worst part, but it makes you better for it.
Next question's from Amy Just. Amy?
Hey, Jared. Yesterday, Saints announced that there wouldn't be any fans for Game 1.
It's Amy.
I guess what was your reaction to that, and the potential for there not to be fans at several games this season, whether it's home or away?
I definitely think it's a bummer. Fans motivate us. Having people in the stands, crowd control, they influence the way the game goes. They influence snap counts, influence and motivates defense and make it loud and harder for opposing offenses when they're in the building. So I think, it's going to definitely be different and it's going to take some getting used to. You're definitely going to be able to hear all the calls from both quarterbacks, ours and theirs, and opposing offenses, and calls from the defense as well. So it's definitely going to take some getting used to. But, we got to stay safe. We got to keep everybody else safe. I couldn't imagine with the way things are going now, how they would play with a full-packed stadium with COVID going around now. So hopefully they'll have it figured out, and hopefully the fans can start piling in soon.
Jared Cook, there's Jared Cook breaking it down, family, on it. And he a lot of interesting things, man, that he said in this interview. But I think what really kind of looked strange last year about Jared Cook and the Saints offense is the fact that he missed so much time to me. And I think it was JT that said that. He says, Jared scares me every time he falls. He gets dinged up. That's true. Remember when he made that athletic back, he turned around and caught the football in the back of the end zone against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he went down, caught the ball, rocked back, went down, his head hit the ground, he was kind of woozy. Several times I seen him play like that, and I was like, oh, I don't know. He might have to work on falling or catching and contorting himself where he doesn't fall as hard because, he had 9 touchdowns last year, but 44 receptions. I was like, 44 receptions is enough to get you a Pro Bowl? I was like, yeah, I don't know about that, but 9 touchdowns, you can't, poo-poo that. But I really did miss him being in more of the Saints, in the Saints packages. But I think what hurt him was the fact that Drew was getting going with him, and then Drew got knocked out for 5 games. And then there was a disconnect right there between that chemistry. And then when Drew came back, he had issues when Jared was banged up and stuff like that. And he was dinged up and banged up and really didn't get on page or online with Drew until later on in the season when Drew lit up the month of December. Y'all remember that month? Drew Brees lit up the month of December. He was absolutely out of his mind. The month of this, that last month of pro football there, The playoffs is a whole nother matter. But that last month of football, Drew was on fire, man, that month. So, that talks a lot about what he was saying. But, yeah, it's 1 year left on Jarrett's contract. Then you have guys like Josh Hill, who I believe he has 1 year remaining on his contract. I think he's a free agent after the 2021 season. I think 21 season. I want to say that I think he has this year and one more left, or maybe I think it's one. I'm going to have to look him up. But I know Cook is a free agent after this year, and which would explain why the Saints gave up several picks to go get Adam Troutman and then look to convert 7th-round draft pick Tommy Stevens into a tight end as well. So the position is really bright. The tight end position, for the first time in a long time, looks really bright. And I'm saying about, Graham and Hill. Hill has been a solid player for the Saints in fill-in duty. That's pretty much what it is. And I like Josh Hill a lot because at first he was a catcher of the ball. He wasn't really good at blocking. And then he really owned the blocking as of late, as he really developed as a serious-ass blocker. And I really respect that part of Josh Hill's game, man, to keep it real with you. But that was Jared Cook breaking it down, a.k.a. Drew Holiday, talking to y'all about the team. All right, Jason Keith said, yo, Q, Atwater did knock Christian Okoye the hell out. That's true, too. He did put the Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare, on his tail. That took a lot of – that's like when Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. He knocked all of the scaredness. Most of them fighters was beat before they got in the ring with Mike. But when Buster beat him and knocked him out, it took that veil of invincibility off of him. And I think that's what Atwater did to Okoye because nobody wanted to tackle him. Ramsey, big ups to you, wishing Teal well. Inevitable says, Cardinals safety Rashard Johnson ripped the tip of his finger versus tackling Sproles on the punt return. Yeah, that's a nasty thing. Sport Talks, I think Cook got another solid 2-3 years with this offense. Well, we'll see. I mean, if he can come back, because he got a nice chunky contract too, bro. It would be interesting if the Saints did choose to re-up. And when the Saints win the Super Bowl, you would have to consider that. And some of these players, they got 1 year left on the deal, like a Jared Cook. He was to give us a cheap deal so you can come back and defend the crown. Stuff like that occurs. Hopefully that'll be the case coming into the next year. All right. 985 said at least someone will challenge him. Kevin Sutton says Cook should put in work this year. He should, bro. The way they looked late in the season, Drew and Cook, they should be fine because that was the thing. They really didn't get off at first. Like I said, the first couple of games they was missing. Remember, he dropped a lot of passes too, by the way. Y'all remember that, right? Remember, Jared Cook was dropping passes from Drew Brees. And I was like, what's going on here? But, he just didn't have that synergy, that harmony right then and there. Then Drew gets out for 5 games. Then Drew comes back, and then Jarrett's in and out. And finally, later on in the year, they sync together. So this year should be fine, man. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's what I'm talking about. 985 Live said, would rather be fired for telling the truth than lying to keep my job. LOL. That's right. You can live with the truth, baby, but can you live with a lie? That's old people logic right there, family. You can live with the truth, baby, but can you live with a lie? I'm telling you. Live with the truth, baby. Don't do it to yourself, baby. Don't do it to yourself, baby. Whatever you do, don't do it, baby. I'm telling you, baby, don't live with a lie, baby. But I'm telling you, baby, devil is a lie, baby. Don't live with the lie. Live with the truth, baby. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you, baby. I was coming from that old pimp past, baby. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you, baby. I had to reform, baby. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you, baby. The devil is a lie, baby. You got to live with the truth, not the lie, baby. I'm telling you, baby. Thank you, Reverend. Appreciate them quick thoughts of wisdom there. The old Reverend jumped in there. Till, my dog Till says, thank you, Big Q. My wife and I really appreciate this. You're the GOAT. He says, the Sports Coma family, thank y'all. I love y'all all. Much love to my dog Till and his wife. Big ups to your family. That's great, man. 13 years, man. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Beautiful. All right. And I just thank all the family members. Thank you for having for wishing them and the brother and the sister a great anniversary. And y'all let me know too, family. Like if y'all have anniversaries or birthdays or something like that, let me know, man. You know what kind of guy is. I'm going to shout you out, baby. I'ma shout you out on here, baby, and wish you a happy anniversary, baby. Give you a happy who that and a sports coma birthday or anniversary, baby. It's all gravy, baby. JT says, Q, Jared scares me. I got you on that one. Derek says, Cook keeps it real. He said Troutman is playing really good, but he didn't say too much about our rookie, cornerback, tight end. He got a lot to learn, bro. He do. 985 says he probably hung up and said he lost his service. Tramal says Peyton thinks he knows everything. Donovan says, happy who that? Okay, thank you, Donovan. 985 said that live says that's because he don't know the butcher. LOL, he was trying to get some meat. I know Peyton a little throw it off, but I know he ain't throw it off enough to talk mess to that butcher close to that close to that counter like that, and he got that cleaver there. And you might be big and you got an ego, but I guarantee you when he was talking mess all the way from the back of the room after he got his meat and got 20 people in between him. I guarantee you that much. You don't talk mess to a man got a meat cleaver in his hand. I tell you that much. All right, JT said Jimmy Graham used to watch How to Fall. Yeah, you got to do that because Jared Cook a big dude, man. And he fell some really funny ways in last year, man. I'm like, man, he kind of get dinged up a lot, you know, and then, he was uncomfortable for a minute, and I was expecting him to just get right into it. He didn't have that kind of transition. He kind of, was kind of off and on. He was dropping passes, but finally he got right, and that's all that matters. All right, Kevin says, if you follow Primetime career, he will not hold his tongue. He and Peyton will be at it every day. I ain't lying to you. Deion will get him right down here. I ain't going to lie to you. Deion will get on Sean Payton, tell him, you need to put that card down. He be telling them stuff like we be telling them. And he would not, and Peyton couldn't handle it. Peyton he one of them dudes, he be telling you, listen, man, there can only be one chief. They know he said in a tribe you can only be one chief, and I'm the chief. That's what kind of dude Peyton is. This tribe is only one chief, and I'm the chief. I'm the head honcho. And then they say, yeah, we know who you are, big chief running mouth. That's who Sean Payton is. Tramal says only coach who doesn't like criticism but still win is Bill Belichick. Yeah, Bill's like, you can't tell me nothing. He like Kanye West back in the day. You can't tell me nothing. Got all this glitter, these rings. You can't tell me nothing. Unlike anyone else. Verlin, what up, Verlin? Chiming in from the dome of silence. Says anyone else, Cook is a G. He didn't dance around. He pointed out specific plays where he can get better concerning him. Q, he need a round of applause. Straight up, G. That's right. We got let me get it ready for him, bro, because you're absolutely right, Verlin. Drew Holiday, a.k.a. Jared Cook, he really did, do that. And you're right, bro. I'm going to get a man a round of applause right there, bro. We're going to go ahead and give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round. One more again. This for Jared Cook, a.k.a. Drew Holiday, y'all. Go Pelicans. Drew Holiday, one more time for Drew Holiday, y'all. Jared Cook. All right, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. We get the round of applause going, bro. We getting it going. All right, fam, let's keep it going there. Darrell Freeman, who that T says, when Cook got on the same page with Drew, it was no stopping him. Jermaine says the 49ers game, Cook was a beast in that game until he got hurt. Yeah, that hurt a bit. Him losing it, you can see the game shift a bit. Because had he had remained healthy, I think the Saints go on to beat them, and not by barely. Because he was tearing them up in the inside there. When he got hurt, man, everything changed, bro. It just, the whole game plan looked different because you knew the Saints was going through Jared Cook against the 49ers in the middle of that defense. He was doing really well. The whole plan changed when Cook went out, man. So that's a great observation there, Jermaine. Great observation. 985 Live, he's been quiet with Allen. 9JT says Jimmy Graham used to watch How They Fall. Kevin says Allen is quiet guy. Okay, I got you on that, GM. Inevitable says 49ers knew they had to knock Cook out of the game or he would have had a career game. They couldn't stop him. And that was dirty how they did it, by the way. Darrell says 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. My fantasy team was on fire. There you go, baby. All right, let's keep going in the chat here. Kevin says Steve Atwater had dudes shook. Yeah. We need that ferocity, have that type of safety back. But, he knows how to hit. But that's how you're supposed to have that type of mentality if you're a safety. That is your house back there. And you got wide receivers going catch the ball and then doing all this fantastical stuff. They wouldn't do that around Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott knew where to be. He knew how to get in right where that route where you knew where you was going to run at and made sure you know him. 1 or 2 good hits on you, you would be shook. And trust me, wide receivers like to pretend when they get a good hook, they jump up right quick and do the first down thing and pretend like nothing had happened. Keep knocking them down and see how they feel. Each time they're going to get up slowly and slowly. You got to have attitude to play the safety. Marcus, you got to have attitude, man. Can't be a nice guy. And if you knock them down, don't pick them up. Don't pick them up. Let the referee pick them up. That's like my old coach said. Your job is to knock them down, not to pick them up. Well, Q, that's being a good sport. No, it ain't. Your job is to knock him down, not to pick him up off the turf. Bottom line. You got to escort him to the turf, not off of it. Let his teammate pick his ass up. That sounds like my old coach. That's what he would say, too. Kevin Sinks needs to go back to that 2 tight end, 3 tight end formations. I'm with you on that, GM Kev. I think they will. Gundam. What up, Gundam? Who that to your family? Good to see you in the chat, man. What's good with it? Tramal says Reverend Saint always told women about the truth by having them to get on his team. Look here, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. You ride with a winner, baby. You need to drop that chicken dinner, baby. You need to drop that chicken dinner, baby, and get with a winner, baby. You hear me, baby? I'm talking to you, baby. I'm not talking to her, baby. I'm talking to you, baby. Right at you, baby. You know, like it's like the old song back in the day said, baby, I'm going to concentrate on you, baby. I'm concentrating on you, baby. I'm looking right at you, baby. Now what you got to do, baby, you got to drop that loser, baby. You got to drop that. If you want a winner, baby, you got to get rid of that chicken dinner, baby. You got to get with a winner, baby. Now what it's going to be, baby. That's how old Reverend Saint used to do it back in the day. If you want a winner, baby, you got to drop that chicken dinner. Oh, Reverend don't talk like that no more, bro. He reformed, Jamal. Jamal, you can't say that, man. The Reverend is reformed, bro. That's what I used to say, baby. I ain't doing that no more, baby. I got away from that, baby. I done reformed myself, baby. And if I can do it, baby, I know you can do it, baby. If I can do it, baby, I know you can do it as well, baby. Who that to you? Who that? Thank you, Reverend Saint. Appreciate that, bro. I didn't know you had lines like that, bro. Oh, yeah, baby. You know, I got it, baby. Baby, listen here, baby. You don't talk like this, baby. If you don't have a little game, baby, you got to have a little something in there, baby. I'm telling you off top, baby. You know how it go, baby. All right, Reverend Saint, I got you, baby. Thank you for that, baby. I appreciate that. Reverend Saint dropping it on him. If you want a winner, you got to drop that chicken dinner. Oh, man. Goodness gracious, man. We have so much fun here in the Sports Coma, don't we, family? Don't we? Don't we? All right. Solo the Pro Cut King. What's happening, family? Good to see you in the chat there. Gundam said Peyton doesn't use tight end jumbo package. He's an idiot. I think it's coming, bro. It's coming. All right. Gundam 13 said Peyton doesn't use tight end jumbo pack. Okay, I just said that. B just says it's on delay on you on the tube. Okay. Donovan says Torrey. Who that? Who that to you? Inevitable says Swearinger is our Atwater. I like how he plays, bro. And hopefully we see more of Swearinger upcoming year. Donovan Grayson says, Big Q, I make the big 60 tomorrow. Go ahead, Donovan. Who that to you, Donovan? Who that to you? Let's give a big happy who that birthday or early birthday to my dog, Donovan Grayson. What up, Donovan? Who that to you, my brother? The big 6-0, brother, that's a blessing, man. Who that to you, brother? Who that to you, brother? Who that? Reverend Saint, you gonna wish Donovan a happy birthday? Yeah, baby, let me tell you something, Donovan, baby. Who that to you, baby? I see you out there, baby. I see you, baby. 60 years old, baby. I hear you, baby. Who that to you, baby? That's blessings, baby. Blessings from the Lord. 60 years old, baby. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you, baby. You're going to double it up, baby. I'm telling you, baby. That's blessings, baby. That's blessings. Who that to you? Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Reverend Saint. Appreciate that. The Reverend chiming in there. Happy birthday to you, Donovan. Who that to you, brother? Thank you. You know what? Let's give a round of applause for both them. Donovan, 60 years old, and then Till and his wife, 13-year anniversary. Let's break out the... All right, now we're going to clap like we're in church now. One more again for the family. Clap like you're in church. Who that to you? Appreciate it, family. Appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all, man. Big ups to you, man. Bless y'all, man. Bless y'all. Big ups to the family. Big ups. That's all we do here, man. This is the TSC family, man. We the Great Saint Think Tank family. We are family, man, and that's how we get down, man. That's what I'm talking about, family. So that's big ups. Now, family, what we're going to do is next, I got through most of the chat right here. Once again, thank you. Big ups to you, Donovan. Happy birthday to you, 60 years old to you, my family. Much love to you, bro. Also, Kevin says, Reverend Saint Pimp. Not pimping no more, baby. Listen, baby, I reformed, baby. I'm not doing that no more, baby. I've been stopped doing that, baby. I got out the game a long time ago, baby. And the only thing I do now, baby, is tell people about the game, baby, and how to get out of the game, baby. I'm not that kind of guy. I reformed, baby. I'm good now, baby. We good, baby. Who that? Reverend Saint, man. He going to keep it trail with you. All right. Who that to the family members tuning in as well. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, man. Man, y'all terrific, bro. Thank y'all so much, man. Wayne says, our bye week may be early, but it comes at the right time, Big Q. Well, it's a little early, bro. That's true. Thank you, Donovan. Thank you. He said, appreciate the fam. Thank you, Donovan. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Thank all the people at the Super Chat. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Ramsey, happy birthday, Kevin. Kevin. Reverend Saint, what can I tell you, bro? You got to drop that chicken dinner, baby. That's what baby, listen, baby. You got to drop that chicken dinner, baby. You got to, if you want a winner, baby, you got to drop that chicken dinner, baby. That was the old saying back in the day. If you want a winner, you got to drop that chicken dinner. Oh, that's too good, bro. That's too funny. Iceman says, HBD OG have bless you, OG, every day. Most High allows us to wake up is a blessing. That's right. Big ups to you. And congratulations to my dog, Iceman, who bought his vehicle. Iceman got his car, and he got the Ice Mobile, and he riding around clean and cool. So once again, congratulations to the Iceman. Doing it big, brother. Doing it big. All right, family, we're getting close to the end of the show. But what I'm going to do, man, because I really didn't plan on taking some calls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few calls, family. I'm going to open up the lines right quick. Actually, hold on here. Let me cover some news with the family right quick before I do that. Let me just go over a few news articles. Give me a second. I'm going to share my screen with them. All right. Okay, the first article we got right here is Tommy Stevens attempts new position changes. It's from 24/7 Sports. They're talking about the position change of Tommy Stevenson's. Saints have been afraid to haven't been afraid to take former athletic quarterbacks, change their positions. The most famous example resides in do-it-all threat Taysom Hill, who was a devastating runner as a quarterback at BYU. All right. By the most recent one, once revealed Thursday, when Penn State, Mississippi State quarterback Tommy Stevens was listed on the training camp roster as a tight end, complete with the jersey number 85. This is per Football Talk. Now, as the PFT's Michael Smith wrote, this could provide Stevens with a better chance to make the roster, and he's right. Stevens is 6'5", 237, and that's actually a really good weight. He'll be up to 240 probably as he get into camp, but that's a perfect size for him at that tight end position. The Saints have also shown Hill that he knows how to use the player's talents creatively, so Stevens may play in multiple roles in New Orleans. Given that the Saints have Breeze and Winston in addition to Hill, it was always a long shot that Stevens would make the roster as a 7th-round rookie quarterback. We knew he wouldn't be used as a quarterback. Now, he could have listed him as a quarterback and used him in a different way. That's just how Sean Payton does it. Now it's official that he's going to make the Saints, and it will be as a tight end. Now, Stevens was a number 22 dual threat quarterback, number 647 overall with the 24/7 Sports composite. When he signed with Penn State as a member of the class of 2015, he played both quarterback and wide receiver in his first couple of seasons after redshirting, taking a jet sweep for 13 yards, scoring his first career touchdown from the wide receiver position as a redshirt freshman. His sophomore season, He played some running back while he also posted his first 100-yard rushing game from a Penn State quarterback in more than a decade. They said he then left Penn State after his junior season. He ranked 8th on the Nittany Lions career rushing chart for a quarterback, despite not even winning the starting job or throwing for 200 yards in a single game. He added 14 catches for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns in his Nittany Lion career. He transferred to Mississippi State, where he played 9 games, completed 60% of his passes for 1,155 yards. He had 11 touchdowns with 5 interceptions. He also rushed 83 times for 381 yards. He had 4 touchdowns doing that. And now it appears he'll attempt to play his 4th position since high school, not counting the line position. Penn State, he was a Wildcat quarterback as well. And he has the athletic talent to pull it off. While he wasn't invited to the NFL Scouting Combine, he posted monster numbers at the Pro Day workout in Tampa. Tapping it, and sending it to NFL teams. Among the standout results, Stevens ran a 4.49. That's with his 40-yard dash. Picture that. 4.49. I didn't know it. I knew he was 4.4. I thought it was 4.5.2 or something. Or 4. I thought it was a little slower than that, but they're saying 4.49 in his 40. A 4.19, his short time, his second short time, and then, of course, he jumped 34.5 inches. And with his vertical, he bench pressed 225 pounds 19 times. So this kid's talented. He's strong. He's fast. And Sean Payton has the offensive imagination to use this kid very specially. So it just depends on him and how fast he can pick up the offense, whether he'll be a factor on it or not. So we'll just have to see. Going to the next article, family. We got this one here. Former Saint defensive back. That's right, former Saint defensive back. XFL back Demetric Nichols has a new team. The glue guy, I call him, was the balance cornerback in between the garbageness that is P.J. Williams, Patrick Robinson, and Justin Hardy. He was in the middle of those guys, and then you had the young guys, which were Keith Washington and Tino Ellis. He was the middle ground there, and I felt better about the defensive group because I was looking at Nichols saying, I want to see what he can do. Well, the Saints got rid of him. They get under 80. Well, they could have released Nick Easton and kept this guy and saved some money, but I guess they don't give a damn about money. They live in luxurious. They live in La Vida Loca right now. The Saints are. Well, anyway, Demetric Nichols was put on the street so the Saints can get down to 80, and he has a new team. He was just released, and then he found his way on to the Dolphins. So this was announced via his sporting agency. Nichols started with the XFL's Houston Roughnecks early this year, pacing the upstart league. He had 3 interceptions in 5 games. And when the XFL shuttered its 2020 season due to C-19 pandemic, Nichols landed with the Saints, but didn't get a fair shake in training camp, having been released weeks before practice began. And he's absolutely right. He didn't get a fair shake. You could have released at least several other players where they're deep at the position and kept Nichols. He wasn't making very much. You was basically paying him with now-and-laters and old trash bags. And you mean to tell me you couldn't kick this kid on the roster and you got La Vida Loca, Nick Easton over there, $6 million? Absolutely amazing. But he has a new team that's going to give him opportunity, the Dolphins. Well, playing in Miami, his hometown, he'll seriously have to impress in training camp to crack that roster. But I have faith in this guy. I think he'll show up. Dolphins boast one of the best 3 deep depth charts in the cornerback around the league. Xavier Howard, splashy free agent Byron Jones, who played for the Cowboys, and they gave him a big fat contract, and first-round draft pick Noah. I can't even pronounce that. He also have joined backup nose tackle Stalwart, who was the player that went on to the Colts. And I told y'all early in the show that if you didn't know, Taylor Stallworth, our former defensive tackle, signed, I think, 3 or 4 days ago with the Indianapolis Colts. So the Colts got a really good defensive tackle in Taylor Stallworth, and the Miami Dolphins have Demetric Nichols. He signs with the Dolphins, as you can see right here via that Twitter. Signed with the Dolphins. And some more news on the other side of things is the fact that the 49ers extended out, gave a big contract, the biggest of the NFL, to George Kittles. 49ers signed him to a 5-year deal worth $75 million. Of course, Jared Cook, if I'd have played that interview a little bit more, Jared Cook talked about this, saying it was good for tight ends. as George Kittle gets a massive deal. Not to mention that Kels also got an extension today. I think it was like $53 million. And I'm thinking to myself, and then of course Bills left tackle Deion Dawkins, he signed a 4-year deal worth $60 million. And I was thinking to myself, I said, you know what? This can't be real money. This can't be real money. It can't be. It can't be. These are zeros in the computer. I'm telling you, you ain't printing that money. That's zeros in the computer, family. I'm telling you, man. It can't be. You know, it's ridiculous. That's a lot to play football. That just shocks me every time I see stuff like that, man. I should be used to it by now. But every time I see it, man, it just shocks me. All right. Kevin Collins says, real in the field, Big Q. I know, he says, miss your lit comments on Marcus. I have afternoon, a delight nap. I can't wait to rewatch this episode. I know y'all, we're lit family. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you joining us, my man. You be good, bro, and be safe out there. All right, let's keep it going here. And listen, family, I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up the phone lines for, a few quick calls, okay? We're going to do some quick calls now, okay? Because the Pelicans started off at 8, and I got to watch the game. We're doing the Pelican post-game report later on. So I'm going to kind of open the phone lines for a few quick calls from the family members. So please, when I open the line, please feel free to kind of get your point in there and then let other people get an opportunity to chime in as well. So just give me a second. I open up the phone lines for the family members so they can chime in as well. So give me a second. We'll get that going. All right, family, the phone lines open, 504-475-4482. Live lines are open. Feel free to call in. Remember, these are just some quick calls. Get your point in there. Let somebody else get there behind you, and we'll do that. I'll take a few calls, and then we'll move on to the ending of the show. So the live line is open, family. Live lines open, 504-475-4482, 504-475-4482, 504-475-4482, 504-475-4482. Live lines are open. Call in, quick calls right quick, and take a few calls, and then we'll go out and end the stream. So it's about just past 2 hours on the live stream. Y'all know how I do. Just popping up on the family members on this day, man. Just surprising. I told you, hit that notification button. Please subscribe if you aren't a subscriber. Please hit the like button, family, if you haven't already done so. It really helps out the stream. Hit the like button, and it's free. It's free. Don't cost you nothing to hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and if you aren't a subscriber, hit the subscribe button as well. 504-475-4482. Live lines are open. I'll take a few quick calls. Live lines open. Please chime in. Thoughts, concerns, comments on the show tonight. So if you got any thoughts, all right, we got some calls. That was pretty fast. All right, family, thanks for calling Sports Coma. Who's on the line?
Hey, what you at, Q? This is JT.
What's up, JT? How you doing, fam?
Oh, man, I'm doing fine. Doing okay.
Good.
You know? Oh, yeah. Look, I got something to tell. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is me. If I was on Sean Payton's team, from what I've been seeing as a person on the outside looking in, I would just do a 1 year. I'd do my first contract with him, and then I think strongly to be looking elsewhere. That's me, because once he puts you in a contract, I've been watching. He puts you in a contract, and he uses you a certain way, and then after being used in those ways, whatever it is, whatever position, I think he's finished. It's like he changes up and he's going with something else, like I think something like he did with Mark, and what he did with what he's doing now with the tight end position, what he did with the fullback position some years ago. I've been watching different things like that, you know. That's me. I'll play my first contract, but then I think if I'm not a big player, I'll have to go and get better money elsewhere.
Now JT, when you mention that, who you referencing Peyton on? Who you referencing him to, bro?
I'm representing on what he's doing. What I've been seeing, I'm putting it all together from what I read earlier with the quarterback, the 7th round of switching to tight end.
Tommy Stevens.
Tommy Stevens, yes, sir.
Okay.
Tommy Stevens, yeah, and it just kind of, you know, it made me start looking back. You know, you're just like you say, Q. We've been watching the Saints for years. We've been around the coast for years. We know his movement.
Right.
We know him, and I see that. I see another direction we're going, and that's why I was putting in the chat, you know, oh Lord, don't say too many tight ends, because here we go with our double reverse and our triple reverse. I mean, I looked at the Saints a couple of years. I think about 3-4 years ago. I saw a 33, and I never seen it on a team before. I seen a double reverse with a tight end, and I was like, God, the tight end had to have been running like a 5.7 or something like that. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, he lost yards. Like that's a shot. He lost yards. I mean, I watch this team. I watch different things, man. It's, you know, sometimes he could be his own worst enemy. We could be wearing a team out, and I mean playing just regular finesse ball, and all of a sudden, here come the tricks. See, I said, you don't have to trick them. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You know, that's how sometimes we. Look, Q, I argued with a friend of mine, and he said, well, we're going to be 13-3 this year. I said, well, who's going to lose the 3 games for us? Because there's going to be a couple of people that I know. He said, well, I give Sean Payton 2 of them.
He good for 2.
Yeah, he's good for 2. And Marcus Williams good for 2, but we talking about regular season. So we give him 1 in the regular season, and he's good for 1 in the playoffs. You know, I never seen a person play so far back and still get beat. But anyway. Oh, man. I never seen it before. You know, Q, I was looking at some of his play when he was in school, in college.
Right.
In college, the same thing. The same thing, Q.
I know. I seen it. I seen it, JT.
And
I was looking at it.
And I don't know what they want to say about it. I mean, I'm only saying what I see. You know, you know, I'm only saying what I see. Just like I say about the secondary coach. I'm only saying what I saw. I mean, you go get guys, you know, to be a secondary coach, and I mean, he's not even better than your 3rd corner. I mean, when he plays, man, I'm gonna have to get off the phone. They have me thinking, and when I start thinking, I tell them how I feel. You know, whether I'm standing in front of them, I'm on the phone. It don't matter. That's just how I am. You know, but I ain't gonna keep it. Look, I'm gonna say a little short story. You got just a couple of minutes.
All right, go ahead, JT.
Look, years ago, I'm gonna tell you. The other day, let me say this. The other day, you said something about the players are not bigger than the game, and some of them think that way too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Years ago, my kids was young. You know, my kids was real young. My son now is like 36, 37. But we was in the mall, and he said, Daddy, isn't that, I don't want to say it's the guy's name, but you're going to know when I finish talking. He said, isn't that the guy who plays for the Saints? I said, yeah, son, that's him right there. He said, well, let me go get his autograph, Daddy, please. Let me get his autograph. So I go over there, and I say, go ahead and get his autograph. He goes over to the guy, and he said, could I have your autograph? The guy told him, go ahead, get away from here, son. I'm a little busy. And my son said, well, then please, Mr. So, he said his name, could you give me your autograph? And he didn't want to give him the autograph. So I had to explain that to my son and everything. So long story short, he ran for a position in New Orleans.
They about to come up.
I know who you talking about. JT,
I know.
JT, I know who you talking about.
That's right. He ran for a position in New Orleans, and he knocked on my door, and they forget you, and he knocked on my door, and he put his sign on my front door, out there in my yard, and he said, I'm so and so, I'm running for this. I got my poster and everything on the yard. Good old poster. He said, could I leave it there? He didn't ask me to put it there. He just didn't put it there. He said, could I leave it there? I said, no, you can leave it there. He was walking away. I said, hold on, mister. I told him turn around. I said, you think since you left it there, I could use, you think I asked him, I said, you think I could use it for firewood? Because that's all I'm going to do to it, take it out the ground and burn it. Yeah, it was cold around that time. I said, I put it in my fireplace. That's where it went, Q.
I know who you're talking about.
I
know who you're talking about.
So they do think it's bigger. And my little son was so hurt, Q. He was hurt, Q. He was hurt. But I brought him back up, though. I brought him back up to the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. When he knocks on the door, he never thought he'll knock on the door of a person that he's going to need.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something? So the table, the clock turned all the way back around and came back to him.
That's cold-blooded, bro. But that's good, though. You handled it the right way, too.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to give you a little bit of that. I had my little experience with it, too, with him, with my son. So I just wanted everybody just to know that they do think that way, and they need to be brought back down sometimes.
They do, bro. Most of them get a little too high there, bro, and they don't realize that we the reason why you up there. Yeah,
exactly.
They got to have that mentality. But appreciate it, JT. Thank you, man, for dropping that knowledge, bro. You be safe out there,
yes,
cuz.
You too. Y'all be safe. God bless y'all,
All
man.
right, same to you, bro. Peace.
Oh, yeah.
All right, family. That was JT on the line. All right, thank you for calling Sports Coma, family. Who we got on the line?
B Jizzle.
B Jizzle. What's going on, fam? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Big Q? How you doing, man?
Doing good, my brother. How you feeling?
Yeah,
today,
I ain't gonna hold you long. Just wanted to ask you a few questions, man.
Yes, sir.
First off, kind of upset. I was all psyched up because I definitely was gonna be in that first game. That first game against Tampa Bay in the Superdome. They let me down, man. They told me we ain't gonna have no damn fans. So I'm like, man, what I'm gonna do? It's gonna seem kind of, it's gonna be weird just to be watching the game with no fans. But my question is, how you think we're going to play? Because our team thrive off our fans. You know what I mean? So
right.
What you think about that?
I think we'll do fine, bro. Cam Jordan, he best summed it up, bro. When we had an opportunity to hear his interview, I think it was several shows back, Cam said that his mentality is to treat each game like an away game. And that's the mentality. Right. And Demario Davis said something similarly to that, not exactly those words verbatim, but they all have the same sentiment that they're going to treat each game like it's a away game. And not having the fans there, bro, it's going to seem really kind of strange because you're going to hear a lot of the whistle. I heard the NFL is going to throw a little crowd noise in there. They're going to throw some music in there to kind of get rid of the dead noise and all this kind of stuff. So they're going to try to jazz it up a bit. But not having people in the building in that first game, man, it's going to be kind of weird watching football. It's almost going to feel like a scrimmage or something. Look, you know what I'm saying?
You're right, because, dude, I mean, like, I'd have been to numerous Saints games. I'm a police officer, NOPD.
Okay.
And I'm always in the building. And, man, dude, that don't be rocking. It be rocking like we can't hear ourselves in there. Right. And for the you know what I mean, for a game to be going on and not have that's gonna seem crazy, dude. That's gonna be crazy.
I know.
I have trouble watching an NBA basketball game. You know what I mean?
Bro.
It just feels funny. I'm like, man, what am I watching? I just turned to. I go to watching the old games on YouTube or something, man. I can't watch that stuff, man. But another thing, let me ask you a question. You plan on doing any traveling? Because I do a lot of traveling with the same. Like I do a lot of away games, and I was all psyched up for the Vegas game. Now that they tell us we can't have any fans, but hey, guess what? I'm still going to Vegas. Masked up, I'm still going to Vegas. I'm going to enjoy myself, man. Vegas and Denver, it's a must. Do you do anything like that?
Well, bro, right now I usually my schedule for the last year or so was kind of confining me here because of my sons or whatnot. And then when I was gonna open it up, my schedule back up like it used to be, where I could be able to travel and do some stuff. But when all this kind of crap hit, it kind of froze up a lot of stuff, and and we'll see, bro. Because you still kind of playing it by ear, so to speak. You're not letting it stop you, but at the same time, you got to be cautious in your movement. So I'm anticipating doing some stuff, bro. I ain't gonna let this junk, whatever it is, stop me from living life. I'm still going to a degree have to be able to go out and still do and just and make sure you take care of your business and as far as your supplements and everything, bro. And it should be fine,
definitely.
Right. So I would probably do some of that, B-Jizzle. That's my mentality on it, bro.
That's what's up. Well, that's what's up, dude. I ain't gonna hold you long, man. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate the show, bro. I run to my desk just to catch you. You know what I mean? I know that you run a podcast multiple hours, and I'll be right there along with you. You know what I mean? You do your thing, bro. You know your sports, bro. And that's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, my brother. You be safe out there on them streets, my man.
Will do.
And appreciate you.
Will do.
Who that to you, bro?
All right, who that? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's B-Jizzle, man. Say a prayer for my brother B-Jizzle, man. He out there, man. He's a NOPD officer. Let's just say a prayer, just a well wish, say a safety prayer for B-Jizzle, man. For him to be safe out there in them dangerous streets of New Orleans, man. I'm from the Lower Nine, born and raised from the Lower Nine. I lived all over the city, lived on the West Bank, was all over the place, and it gets a little crazy at times. And we're gonna say a protection prayer for B-Jizzle to remain safe, man. We appreciate your support, my brother. Thank you. Thank you as JT as well for those commentaries dealing with it. And I know who you're talking about, bro. I talked to that dude before a long time ago, man. That dude is an absolute jerk. And I ain't gonna put his name out there, but most of the people that know about New Orleans know that he's a former Saint player that ran for a political office. So I know who you're talking about, and most of the people that know too. But I ran into him, and I fussed at him too because he a jerk. I'm like, man. But see, that's the thing too. You gotta put him down to size, bro, because it's not like you did. Now, you did a certain amount to get to a certain point, but you're not in there by yourself. If it wasn't for the people that support the team, then there is no team. There is no league if the people don't support the team. So for a player who detached from reality, I will get your ass together. I don't care where you come from or who you is. I'm going to tell you who the boss of the Saints are, and it ain't Gail Benson. It's the people that support the team. It don't matter if you support them from California or Alaska or from the Philippines like Lee, or from Europe like Sufian, or from West Africa like some of our people chimed in on. It don't matter where you at. If you support the team and you put your money toward the team, you are a part owner in that team, and that team thriving because of you. And when they spend money on players, they spending your money. That really shouldn't be too far of an alien concept, because that's what the government doing anyway. We need to go over here and fix this. How much it's going to cost? Write a check. That's coming right. But see, that's what I'm saying. But you have sometimes I got to get them together, baby. I will get your ass together. If your head way up here and you thinking you something, you got to remember who your boss is and where you come from. That's why I got on Sean Payton the way I got on him. That's what, because them people wasn't disrespectful to Sean Payton when the butcher asked him about that ridiculousness, or the valet asked him about why did you call that play. They got any right to ask you about that. Those people support the teams. They are the fan base, the family base of the team. Without them, you don't have a team. So don't forget yourself. And I got on them for that. People like, man, Coach Payton. Now listen, man, I'm going to call you out. I don't care who you is. And if you don't like it, get on here and shut me up and tell me I'm wrong. I don't hold the line back from nobody. Y'all know that. We got reporters that come on the show. Other people at podcasts come on the show. Y'all know I ain't shy about letting nobody get on here and talk to me about the Saints. Let's match wits for a second. Make me understand where you're coming from. I don't have no problem. You can get on the phone or answer the damn phone. Let me ask them some questions. They won't do it, bro, because ain't no control in Big Q and the Sports Coma and the Great Saint Think Tank. You know, it ain't no control. We're going to ask you what we going to ask you, and I ain't going to let you run. You ain't going to run around in circles with a political answer. Like I said, I call people political. I call their representatives out. I don't care who the hell you are. Remember what happened to Elvin Kamara the other day? When what was that, the other day? I forget, man. We do so many shows, but it was the other day or the day before that, whatever. The TSC Q&A, it was a little of the last show when Kamara came out with his representative. Remember his representative? And for people who don't know what that means, when I say you show me your rep, that means that you're showing me a person who you think that's who I want to see. You get what I'm saying? You showing me who you think I want to see as opposed to who you actually are. I don't want to see your representative. I want to see you, who you are, 100% real you. Don't show me your representative like the politicians do. They put on their $3,000, $4,000, whatever dollar suits, and then they stand up here and kiss babies, and then they go home and they tan up the walls. Or they are all nice and civil in public, but when they're at home, they're maniacs. But so don't show me your rep, because I know what the rep look like. I know what the rep sound like, baby. And what happened with him with his rep talking about, I don't really care if I get paid. I don't really care about the contract. You living off a third round ass contract. And Christian McCaffrey got a big fat chunky ass salary. You talking about I ain't worried about the contract. Cut it out. Then you went over here and got Rich Paul, who's one of the most expensive people you can get to be your agent, but you ain't worrying about the money. You know what I'm saying? But then you also come out and then say, when remember when McCaffrey got paid, and I think I spent that video, when McCaffrey got paid, he was playing on Twitch and was playing the video game. He got off of that, stopped playing, and got on there with his agent. Why you calling your agent for? Christian McCaffrey got paid, not you, if you ain't worrying about it. See, he can't hold out. The rules done changed where it won't be profitable for him to hold out. So, cause don't show me your rep. Don't tell me you don't care about the money. But then on the back end of the conversation, tell you, just don't talk to me unless they talking money. Don't show me your rep if you don't want me to call your ass out. Oh, my goodness. And far too much, Sean Payton shows us his rep. And don't I call him out? I call his representative Payton. I calls him Payton. I call him Politician Payton, don't I, family? That's what I do. I calls him Politician Payton is what I call him. Bottom line. So all I'm saying is, man, keep it trill, keep it 100, keep it a stack, keep it a rack, keep it 1,000. Whatever you want to term for keep it real or keep it trill, whatever the lingo is, that's how you should do it at all times, baby. There's no reason for you to show no other versions of yourself. Keep it real. You are who you are. And if you're trying to show people something else, maybe there's something going on you need to adjust and fix. But anyway, family, I appreciate y'all, man. I had a ball today. I always have fun with y'all, man. Talking about the Saints. I appreciate the callers. JT, appreciate your story as well. B Jizzle, thank you, family, for chiming in, bro. You be safe on those streets as well. We're gonna say a protection prayer for you, my brother, in your with your partners. You know, your partners that got out there, because you're out there, man. And we appreciate your service, by the way, as well. And that's to all our police and our military people, because we got a lot of police folk and a lot of our military people that tune into the show. And listen, we got y'all in our prayers, man, all the time. Much love to you. We appreciate y'all for y'all service and what y'all do out here. We really do, man. So if nobody don't tell you that, I'm telling you that. And the Great Saint Think Tank is in harmony and synchronicity with me on that thought. So just remember that as well. So I thank all the family members for chiming in on the show. Okula, who that T.O. Okula? I see you. Lee says Drew Brees wants to run for governor. You better stay out of there. You better lead. You better not go for the governor. All right. That's what's up. But before I go, family, I'm going to spin my little commercials here. You know how I do. All right, we're going to start off with this one right here. For all the family members that know, we got the Pro Shop. We got several Pro Shop links in the description and description in the description section below, the link that is. And there you can get really nice gear like the God is a Saints fan. You know, Reverend Q, that's his thing. Reverend Q came up with God is a Saints fan, Saint fans. That's Reverend Q. Of course, they got the Dat Slap shirt right there. As you can see, the Dat Slap Me slapping the hell out them officials saying, stop cheating us. Beautiful shirt, man. Beautiful shirt. Comes in all kind of colors, sizes. Got several. It's over 40 different designs on gear. We ain't playing, bro. We ain't playing. We are movement. The Great Saint Think Tank is for real. Ref, you suck. That's a really another great shirt. That's for sentiment. It's nice black and gold. We got them in men, women, children, sizes. I am black and gold royalty. Over 40 different designs. That's not just shirts, but it's also hoodies, it's smartphone cover cases, it's wall art, it's leggings, it's socks, it's fanny packs, it's wall clocks, it's everything. As you can see, there's a mask and face coverings, Drew Orleans, Underdog, the Great Saint Think Tank. They come in all several different colors. It's just too much to make mention of. Go to the Pro Shop, family. The link is in the description section below. And if you like my nice little stunning hat there, baby, the camouflage Drew Orleans hat, remember that's available too in the Pro Shop, and we have them. They're available in all kind of colors. They're in camouflage. I got them in solid black. They got some of them that come in black and blue. There's several colors available at the Pro Shop, family. I'm keeping it real. If y'all want a hat, we got the fisherman hat. We got one of those that's available as well. And we got another like a trucker hat available. So it's 7 different styles, colors. If you like the hats, remember they're embroidered. They're not paint stamp. It's embroidered. Nice stuff, man. Nice stuff at the Pro Shop, family. Moving on to the next one. If you like the show, it comes in the audio formats as well. You can go to Pro Radio, PRO Media Network at Spreaker.com/the Sports Coma. Links are in the description section below. You can listen to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, the Pelican Post Game Report, Ring Kings Boxing, Tough Tiger Talk, all on Pro Radio. Spreaker.com/the Sports Coma. Link is in the description section below. And of course, if you want to become a Patreon on the show, listen, I thank all of the super chats today, y'all. I appreciate that. Y'all know that I make it and I put it directly back into the platform. That's why you see it growing. That's where you see the 24/7 live Saints headquartered thing with more people coming in. The WhoDatDaily.com, our sports website where we have the Saints pellet. We got contributors there that contribute. They write articles. Please lock that in. That's all a part of this and more on the way. The Pro Shops and the merchandise and all this kind of old stuff. We are a movement. The Great Saint Think Tank is for real, baby. It's for real. If you like if you like the platform and what we're doing and you believe in us, become a patron. Go to patreon.com/the PRO Media Network and donate $1 a month. Goes a long way in helping build a platform. I know $1 don't seem like a lot to most people, but we can make something. We could make $1 work. Trust me. Or either $5 or whatever. You can go to the patreon.com/the PRO Media Network for more information. And remember, when you sign up, TSC Q&A Live, which is a show that we do exclusively for our Patreon champions and our YouTube members. That's a show you don't get on the regular YouTube. That is a specialized show we do for only those people. And then, of course, On Q with Big Q, which we'll have a new show coming out later on tonight. It's a show that we do. It's a news and entertainment show. It's that real, so we talk about a lot of stuff coming from a really different vantage point. So you can ask a lot of the family members in the chat who've heard the show, and it's quite empowerment. I hope they get a lot from it as well. So got a lot of positive buzz from it. And of course, finally, if you want a mask too, we sell our own masks, but we do support people that support us as well. So if you have a business or something like that and you want to reach out to us at email the PRO Media Network at gmail.com, the PRO Media Network at gmail.com for lists of whatnot or for businesses, independent businesses. If you want to reach out, we reach thousands of people on a monthly basis. If you're interested in advertising, email us at the PRO Media Network at gmail.com, the PRO Media Network at gmail.com, and put attention Renee Sutton, who handles all that business. So if you're interested in advertising. But anyway, this is, if you're looking for other masks, as you can see, getlifemask.com, 3 type of masks, adjustable masks, Pelicans, LSU, or Saints masks are available. Of course, if I'm pushing it to the family, I make them give a discount. So if you're interested in supporting the independent business, www.getlifemask.com, you can go there, put the code The Sports Coma in, and get 10% off on the purchase. You know, we got to give you a discount, family. That's what I believe in, because the family helped me. It's giving back, man. If you like those masks, go to www.getlifemask.com for more information. And remember, if you buy, put the code The Sports Coma in there. Get 10% off, baby. Once again, thank you, family, for another great and vibrant show. I hope you enjoy these shows as much as I do, because I really enjoy the hell out of these shows, baby. I'm going to keep it real with you, baby. You know, and it's awesome, man. 2.5 hours in, I feel like y'all know I go 4-5 hours, man. This is what I'm made for, baby. This is what I do. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man, for all y'all love and support. Thank y'all for your donations, the super chat, for all my super chat people. Thank you for all my YouTube members. Thank you for my Patreon champions. Thank y'all as well. And to everybody who was here today, I hope y'all enjoyed it and enjoy the show. Later on tonight, family, we'll have a Pelican post-game report. If you're a Pelican fan, you can join us on the Pelican post-game report channel. It's a separate YouTube channel where we talk nothing but Pelicans. We'll be doing a recap show of tonight's matchup against the Orlando Magic tonight. So if you want to join it, go subscribe to the Pelican post-game report on YouTube and follow us there for that show. So I'm Big Q. Thank y'all for joining us. I'll see y'all later. Peace, and who that to you, baby.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma.